Do 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 do. Shooby doo boo. Hello, hello everyone. How's it going? Praise the ancestors. Busy for the collective. Hello, hello. How goes it? How goes it? How goes it? I was supposed to go live like a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. I had plans of going live at least one more time last week. But girl, them kids be kidsing. The kids be kidsing. Going live at least one more time last week. But girl, them kids be kidsing. The kids be kidsing. And then it was their birthday. So yeah, it was their birthday weekend. Hey, how goes it? Hi. It's good to see everybody, man. It's good to see everybody. As you come in, if you feel like it, go ahead and share the live. I didn't do a whole lot of sharing. I usually, send it to people's inboxes and all that type of stuff. I didn't do that today. So if you guys feel like it, feel free. Feel free to share and show some love. I got a couple announcements. Well, actually, no, I only have one announcement because that's the only thing that's completed. But I got some things I'm revamping this month. I feel like I'm in a constant space of changing and realigning and doing things, and and I'm officially getting used to it, because at first I used to get so frustrated, like, oh my gosh, I can't seem to settle into nothing. Why? You know what I'm saying? But now I'm seeing the benefit. Now I'm starting to understand, why I'm in so much movement. Hey, Jenny. And so it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm probably gonna wait maybe like 2 more minutes, and we're gonna jump right on into a collective reading. Also, we'll jump right into a collective reading, and then after the collective reading, I'll do a mini announcement, because after that live that I did, when I had on all that yellow, and I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm gonna have to like download this and save it. And I did save it. I ended up sending it over to YouTube. So if anybody, wants to listen to that again, feel free. It's there. I left it up so everybody can see. I'm gonna go back and listen to it myself a couple times. I'm not even gonna hold you, because that did something to me. That sparked something in me that day. And I'm ready to share it with you guys. So yeah, we'll go from that. Hope everyone's weekend was good. I had a couple crash outs. Listen, I just want to say, I feel like the crash outs were valid. I don't know what was going on with the energy of this weekend, but it took a lot. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. I don't know, something about the energy over the weekend. I felt like I did a lot of talking. I felt there was a lot of reflecting. I felt like there was a lot of, just trying not to lose it, and it's something in the air. I don't know if anybody else's kids do this, but it's like, as soon as their birthday run around, it's like all of a sudden people don't know how to act, you know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, I have Virgo sun babies, right? So needing to be precise, needing clarity, needing, willing and ready to hold people accountable. But then they have a Pisces moon. So there's a hint of Delulu in there. So how you want to hold me accountable and be delusional at the same time? It's like holding everybody else accountable while not holding yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Mommy, you said you was going to take us to go get ice cream. Okay, but you can remember I told you we was going to go get ice cream, but you can't remember I told you to clean your room. Well, Mom, it's not the same. How? How? Houseway. Like, it's that type of energy. Sagittarius ain't for the weak either. Listen. So, fun fact. Virgo suns, Pisces moons, they have a Sagittarius Mercury. So the way they communicate is fiery as fuck. And I'm a Sag sun and a Sag Mercury. So I be trying not to go off on my kids sometimes. Because who are you talking to, little spicy? But also I understand how they talk. Like, they don't mean to be mean, But I understand it because I talk the same way. And I'm just like, babies, y'all got to really... Like, they'll say some wild stuff and be like, no offense. It's still offensive. That was still very much so offensive. Yeah. Yeah, final boss energy for sure. Their Mars, that's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know. My Mars is in Aries. I can't remember what their Mars is. And that's the other reason I be trying not to crash out. Now that you mention it, their Mars might be in Sagittarius, but I think, no, I really do think it's their Mercury, because we both, the communication thing is wild. It really is wild. It's the energy of trying to, what's the word? Trying to, raise the you in your kids. Hey, Taylor. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome on in, everybody. I said I was going to start the collective. Okay, we good. We got everything going. I'm actually being led to use the Sun Goddess oil. So I'm going to use that. That's very interesting. I haven't been touching these oils as of lately. I just haven't felt led to do so, but today the sun oil, the Sun Goddess oil is calling to me, so I'm going to honor it. And some positive things. While I have everybody in here, when I hear people say raise you and your kids, your parents didn't have patience for you, and you see the same qualities in your patience for you, and you see the same qualities in your kids, now you have to have it. Exactly. Yep. And that's all you can do, for real, to be honest. Like, that's really all you can do. Like, because not all of the qualities are bad. It's about how you wield them, And hey, Cass, I miss you. How are you? It's not all bad. It's just how they wield them. It's the energy of, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily the fact that this is your personality. Just know and understand that you might not be for everybody, or, not everybody is understanding of, the way you operate. You just kind of have to feel that thing on out, man. So, I get it. Raising kids is like I feel that so much. 2 full-time jobs, okay? Like, they got me Googling recipes. I'm over here trying to figure out, I'm the doctor, I'm the nurse, I'm the chef, I'm the this, I'm the tutor. I'm the tutor. I'm I'm Google. I'm Google for them. Hey, Mom, have you ever heard of a Raptosaurus? No, I haven't. Well, what is that? Well, what did you do? kids asked me how to explain heaven and hell to them the other day, and I still haven't finished that conversation, because conversation with kids that, oh, it's a state of mind when everything and everybody else is telling you that it's this random place out in the sky, and even the Bible that they get it from don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. The oldest are easy, Cancer and Taurus, but listen. Jenny Lynn is that girl. Okay, she is that spicy little pepper. She is going to be the one. She's going to be the pretty girl that the boys look at, but she's going to be carrying a machete. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to be pretty. She's going to have the pretty long hair. She's probably going to have her makeup done. She's going to walk with her Daisy Dukes and her cowboy boots, but she's going to have a machete hanging from her back. Like, bitch. That's how I see Jenny Lynn. That's how I see Jenny Lynn, with her spicy self, and I love every bit of it. Oh my gosh. Well, while I have a few of you guys in here, I'm gonna let you know. I know Mama just did a money ritual for everyone, but I'm gonna do something a little bit different. This is a money release and realignment workshop that I'm getting ready to do. So what this is going to do is we're going to make a collective declare and decree that our abundance is ours, we are in alignment, and that we are worthy and ready to receive it. Not only are we going to talk the talk, but we're also going to walk the walk. Right after that, we're going to go in, and you missed it. Oh, well, good. Perfect timing. Not only that, but we're going to go in and we're going to do a money releasing meditation. Okay. So we're going to speak it out of our mouths, and then we're going to go into meditation to align our mind and our subconscious with us receiving our abundance. And then after that, we're going to go into some affirmations and some shadow work along with that. And if need be, I'll also do a clearing on the collective to help with the blockages. You get what I'm saying? So if we end up asking the questions and doing the shadow work and all that type of stuff, and you guys like really are not coming to the conclusion, like, you know what? I realized that I might not have been in alignment because deep down I'm afraid of having X, Y, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get to the root of it, and then we're going to create affirmations, and then we're going to create actions. Okay. So we're aligning the spirit realm with the physical realm, and we are going to get this money this year. Like, from what I've noticed so far, is foolproof. Like, since I've been moving, since that live video, I started moving like it. And I can't tell y'all what all I have in store until it's finished. But just know stuff started coming in very, very quickly for me. Like, for some of y'all saw that, you know, I was just talking to Mama about, you know, like, what's going on with my house? Why? No, when you start to embody that mindset of who it is that you desire to be, once you become her or him, once you internalize that in real life and in real time, and you continuously release the fear and release the anxiety, and I'm gonna do a workshop on the fear, the rejection, and insecurity as well. But yeah, I'm doing a full circle money release and money alignment ritual / workshop, and I'm going to record it, and I'm going to send it to everyone who attends. Okay, so once you do it and you realize it works for you, and I know it works because I did it and it's working for me, okay, you can continue to watch. You'll have it and you'll be able to continue to watch it and, you know, go from there. Okay. So that is that is my goal. It is 55 because, like I said, I'm doing like 4 layers of shit. But I also want it to be accessible. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing 4 layers of alignment with you guys, but I still want it to be accessible to the collective. Everyone is welcome. And I just wanted to let you know because it is there and it is ready. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. When I find it, bow. Here we go. It's on Do Not Disturb. What is this? Viewer wishes challenges. What is that? I don't know what that is. They just be doing stuff, child. I don't know what that means. Yes. So, show me the money. Listen, Cass, I'm not even gonna cat. Like, I've been trying to figure out what Mama has been saying when it comes to, you know, this becoming energy, this be energy, this alignment energy. And, you know, for me, it's been a lot of self-doubt and focusing on my failures instead of celebrating my wins. And that's something else, you know, that can help boost your confidence. If you feel like, oh, I might not be deserving for X, Y, and Z because, you know, I'm this, I'm that. Start focusing on your wins and starting to actually celebrate your wins because you are deserving of that as well. Is this what you were telling me about the other day? Probably, but I think I was like still at the beginning stages of trying to figure it out. It's like I had an idea of how to freaking do it. But like I said, this Pisces moon, man, had me doing all types of shadow work, crying and falling out and, you know, getting to the nitty gritty of all this stuff. So now that I figured it out, now that I have this concept, I'm ready to share it with you guys. I'm ready to share it with you. And I'm going to create it as, like I said, I'm going to create it as a workshop. It is September 26th, which is a Wednesday. So 969, aka 999 or 666. I love doing the numerology, right? And it's gonna be at 8 o'clock. I should have did it at 9 o'clock, but I didn't want it to get too late. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. I'll probably make an announcement in Discord sooner or later. And like I said, this is going to be a full-blown workshop. So I'm excited about it. I can't wait to share this new concept with you guys and to see how it works for you as well. You know what I'm saying? It really closed up some gaps for me. So I really wanted to, you know, make sure everyone was able to take care of this. And not only that, but be able to take ownership of that declaration as well. So putting the power in you guys' hands as well. So that is what I have coming up. And like I said, I have a few more things. But yeah. Alright, so Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, source of all that is, divine guides, guardians, and ancestors that wish to see the collective walk the highest path for their greatest good, lend me your ear. What would you like to tell the collective at this time? I don't know what's going on, but the energy felt light all of a sudden. I don't know if, you know, what I'm saying is making sense to y'all or what. Also, I'm doing live readings if you want. www.thetransformationalempress.com if you would like a live reading. Ooh. It's a lot of indecision, trying to figure some things out, trying to get some clarity, but it's also giving you know, alignment to what it is that we're talking about. It's like you guys are really coming into the point where you're deciding on what serves you and what doesn't. And it looks like you're coming into a hiccup a little bit, because we got the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, but then we got the Ace of Swords, and then we've got the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, I don't really know what I want to do, or I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get it done. Does that make sense? Welcome in. Yay, thank you. It's like, I don't know what I'm getting ready to do, but I'm definitely going to do it. And you're going to take your time while doing it as well. That's what kind of gets me. It's like, I know that some of these things that I'm doing no longer serve me. I know that there are things that, you know, it's giving habits. I don't know if you guys are starting to change your habits at all, or some of the things that you do, or some of the people that you entertain, but it's given cutoff game. It's like you came into this realization, like, you know, some of these things is really not, you know, all that great for me, so I'm not gonna participate anymore. So we've got the Eight of Cups, and then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Now that I've left, I'm not 1000% clear on what I want to do, but I know what I don't want to do, and I'm gonna move in that slow and steady wins the race type energy. What else, Spirit? The Star. You guys are following, you guys are following, okie dokie, following your dreams, following the things that you are aligned with, following and looking and deciding to bring in your purpose. I'm hearing hope. You know what I'm saying? Again, with this Knight of Pentacles, it's like following your North Star, following that energy of, you know, that, I don't know why, but I want to say energy of witness. You know, I don't even know what that means. Energy of witness. Like, I don't know if this is like a monkey see, monkey do type energy. Like, if I see you do it, I know I can do it too. But, or it's the idea of you guys going for what it is that you know. Like I said, you're not 1000% clear on, you know, what to do or where to go, but like, nah, I know I'm not supposed to be here, so I'm going to follow that. I know that I enjoy doing X, Y, and Z, so I'm going to follow that. So it's like walking by faith but not by sight. That's what I'm getting with that energy. I also have the Three of Wands, the Death card, and the Tower. Something big is coming in you, aligning yourself with what it is that you desire, aligning yourself with your true north, aligning yourself with your purpose. Things are getting ready to unfold big time for the collective. This Death card and the Tower card is giving major transformation, and there's nothing on here that seems negative. I don't think it's negative. I think that the collective's year is getting ready to change so drastically by the, like, your life is getting ready to change so drastically by the end of the year, you're not going to be able to recognize it. Like, it's going to scare you a little bit. That's the energy that I'm getting, and I'm not even going to cap. I feel like I'm on this timeline myself. So congratulations to us, okay? Like, we getting ready to make some shit shake. All right. So what else? The Moon card. Again, it's like, you guys may not know it for sure, but it's coming. I don't know if you guys' dreams have been super crazy and super hectic. I don't know if you guys have been going into meditation and asking for clarity with the Ace of Swords again, but it's like, it's like there's some things that was not certain for you, and all of a sudden now we're getting some, we're getting ready to get some huge clarity. Oh my gosh, what is this? With the collective not necessarily knowing where they're going, but still putting one foot in front of the other, there's some people, places, and things that it breaks your heart that you have to get rid of. You guys might have been going through some type of separation with the people around you. Again, people quitting jobs and all this other type of stuff. Again, the last live reading that I did. But learning hard lessons about, it's like, it's the idea of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, it's hard, you know, to try to step into your purpose, but it's also hard trying to stay the same type energy. And realizing that really and truly you were just fooling yourself when it came to you attempting to fit into a space that you already knew you no longer fit in with. We've got the Three of Cups here, and this is what I mean by the fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've done a lot for different people, places, things, and sometimes you're left holding the broom. Yeah, you know my situation, right? And then sometimes you're left holding the broom. So you do all this celebration, this celebrating with people, and you're trying to get them to be cool and, you know, love on you, and oh my gosh, we had such a great time. And then when it's time for you to need help, or you need that reciprocation, nobody is able to help you and get into that. And you're just like, you know what, baby, I know at a minimum, I know what I have to offer as a person, as a friend, as a lover, as an employee, and I am not getting that back right now. And I don't appreciate it. So you're moving on to calmer waters. Like, we got the Ten of Cups right here. Oh shit. I didn't even realize that. We got the Empress and the Emperor card sitting right next to each other. So again, for those individuals who felt like, you know, your relationship wasn't serving you, oh my gosh, these are right on the Three of Wands and the Death card. Your relationships, not just with your lover, but literally all of your relationships are getting ready to transform in your best interest and highest good. Now, what your job is to heal. Your job is not to hold your new experiences accountable to the shit that your old experiences did, okay? With the Nine of Wands, because ain't no way we got the Ten of Cups here, the Empress and the Emperor, and then got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so and both of those landed right on top of the Death card and the Tower card. So no, you guys, the collective is in the middle of a major shift. In a major shift in all aspects of their lives. And you're not going to be able to stop it. This is why this Pisces moon and why this astrology is so important right now, because it's definitely giving shit or get off the pot. Okay? And it's not anything to be afraid of. This energy is not to be feared, but just know and understand, if you are a person who is not accustomed to a certain level of love, a certain level of income, a certain level of living circumstances, a certain level of reciprocity, you get what I'm saying? If you are a person that is not used to a certain level of those things, this is going to come as a shock to you, because now you're filtering your relationships, your situations, your job, and based on what it is that you want to feel. And you know what that's called? Self-love. And you know what protects self-love? Boundaries. And guess what the fuck you getting ready to set? Them same boundaries. It's like you don't know where you're going, but you're in alignment to all these things. I don't know why it just feels like I don't know why it feels like the collective is oblivious to this, but it's just like, I'm done. I don't want this anymore. And you're just focusing on the things that you want. And as you continue to focus on the things that you want, you continuously align yourself with those things. You align yourself with the emotions. You align yourself with the frequency. You align yourself with the joy that is attached to doing these new things. And you're starting to see it show up for you. You're starting to make your yeses be yes and your no's be no's. You're realizing that the importance of taking care of yourself and pouring into your own cup first is what allows you to have the energy and flourish and look beautiful and divine in every other aspect of your life. And that's what this is giving to me. And that's what this is saying. I love this for the collective. Excuse me. Excuse me. The Eight of Wands came out in reverse, but I don't think that was meant to. Let's see. Clarify that. Okay. Well, yes, the fuck it did. The Eight of Wands came out in reverse, and so did the Eight of Swords. The reason you guys are moving so slow is being careful. I've said to you guys a few times, you know, that there, you know, at one point I was doing this and then I made a certain amount of money and I froze, you know what I mean? Like that fight or flight kicked in. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, can you have your dreams tomorrow? Absolutely. Are you in alignment with all of these amazing things? Absolutely. But you are here and you're ready and willing to take your time and adjust and respect and honor the journey of getting there. So when you get what it is that you actually desire, you don't fumble it. So again, when I had that conversation with you guys about ensuring that whatever new situation comes along, you don't fuck it up because you have to heal. You're taking the time to do that. Put that mascara on. Yep. That's what and that's what it is. For me, what I like to do as just a little thing that I do every day, if I don't do nothing else, because sometimes you don't feel like putting on the makeup, sometimes you don't feel like doing all the hair, sometimes you don't feel like doing all the things. I fill in my eyebrows a little bit, I put on some mascara, and I put on some lip gloss. And as my self-care thing, I do my best to take care of my skin, because even though I love makeup and I love the dress up, I'm gonna get there. Okay, I'm gonna get there. I'm doing my 1% change. I'm gonna get there. I'm actually a makeup girly, but I don't have the energy to do it all the time. I don't have the time to do it all the time. And there's the balance of honoring yourself in that too. You know what I'm saying? Honoring and loving yourself where you are in the moment. I'm not there right now. My hair is nice and pretty and curly, but you don't know what these roots look like under here, and I'm just as cute. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of energy. Make it work where you're at, honey. All right. But again, it's slow and steady wins the race, so that as you move, you're not stepping into old traps. Does that make sense? So that you're able to navigate your way outside of these triggers and traps that usually, wow, and it landed right next to the Seven of Swords. Right next to these triggers and traps, these same things, these same habits that used to get you before. You're not with the shits no more. The collective is no longer with the shits. I'm so excited. Y'all get this class. Because if you're trying to... This class is going to be like a baseline framework. Like, I'm hoping that once you get this class, you might not need, if you study the techniques, you probably won't need any other classes, because you'll be able to do it on your own. I'm not even being funny. I'm really hoping that's the case. Like, we trying to change lives out here. Now, the next cards we got the Page of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Ten of Wands. Once again, taking these baby steps, because it's the idea of saying you want to get married, right? You want to be in a relationship and you want to get married. You focus on the idea of getting married, but maybe you don't. Hi, hello there. But maybe you don't actually dive in and understand what all it takes to be married. Being married is a partnership. You have to consider the other person. There may be things that you choose not to do anymore, not because they're controlling, but because you want to honor their wishes and make them feel comfortable. Are you ready to possibly give up a few things? Are you ready to go through the dating process? Are you ready to go through the vetting process? Are you still going to have kids? If you already have kids, are you going to, how are you going to work and navigate with the discipline and blah, 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 blah. You say you want to do these things and you're nervous about what all the unforeseen responsibilities with this Ten of Wands, the unforeseen responsibilities that come along with doing these things with the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like, yes, I want that. I'm moving towards this. I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm lighthearted. I'm putting in the work in all areas of my life. But what am I missing? I'm a little nervous about this thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I speak in parables. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. But it's something about the things that you desire that you're like, nah, I'm going to keep moving in it. I love it. I'm enjoying it. I'm feeling it, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, there's going to be work that is associated with the things I desire. And Spirit is letting you know that it's okay. Ten of Pentacles, the Temperance card, And again, the Ten of Wands. It's like when you truly become the person that is aligned with the things that you desire, there are things about you that are going to fall away anyway. So the things that are not in line with what it is that you want, you must release it so that you can actually get what you want. So you're releasing those old things so that you have the capacity, the energy, the understanding, the compassion to work with other people and do these things that are aligned in your best interest, your highest good, your goals, your desired reality. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? Y'all are like super quiet. I promise this is a good reading. Y'all okay? Y'all okay? I promise it's a good reading. So I'm going to see what else Spirit has to say. Talking about, yes, just crying. Oh. I'm saying though, like, it's really, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Like, but the thing is, no one understand. The thing is, I'm realizing there's stuff I need to release and I don't know if I'm ready to. Listen, sometimes you have to just have blinders on for what it is that you actually desire. I'm loving this reading. I'll all be okay in the end. It'll all be okay in the end. Because in order for you to get to where you're going, like, the other stuff has to fall away. The other stuff has to go away. The other stuff has to leave. You know what I'm saying? And it's simply a part of the process. What is it? I don't know if it was Mama or Neville Goddard or one of them people I'd be listening to. Sometimes it's the energy that you assign to a situation that keeps you fucked up. What do I mean by that? A person cuts you off in traffic. You can choose to be like, this fucking idiot, I can't believe. And they were probably on their phone and they were probably, but also you can shift it and be like, you know what? I probably done did that too. Anyway, and move on. You get what I'm saying? So it's the energy that you assign to the situation that actually makes it worse. I have to have the same conversation with my daughter. She doesn't like homework. You know what I'm saying? But I have to tell her, I'm like, the more you whine and cry and crash out about the homework, all you're doing is the chemicals of pain, hurt, and anguish are being filtered through your body and conditioning you to not like this thing. But if you had just been quiet, read your book, done your assignment, you would have been done 5 minutes ago and you sitting here crying in my face. You get what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. And, I don't talk to my daughter like that, you know what I'm saying? But I do have to let her know, like, sometimes you're making it worse than it actually is. Because a lot of the things that we hold on to, it's like, let me tell you something. I didn't let go of my porch person, my unevolved porch person, until earlier this year. Spirit told me about 1.5 years ago when we were in separation once. Another time, it was like, I literally did a reading. I might screenshot it and put it in Discord, but it was just like, girl, shut up. This relationship was lackluster before, like, you the only one thinking this is a win. The relationship was lackluster before y'all even broke up. So why are you so attached? You're in love with your imagination. This person has been telling you the same thing since, I don't know, till a cow comes home, and you just over here, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me that changed them, girl. You know what I'm saying? And the reading said the same thing. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? We're spiritual girlies over here. It's the love that you're pouring into them is actually making a difference. It's actually changing. It's actually changing and changing and changing and changing. But at the end of the day, I had to leave it alone because it was messing with my spirit. It was messing with my spirit. It was messing with my self-esteem. It was messing with my self-worth. And it all came down to these two things. Don't let me, talking about just at me next time. I'm really over here trying not to tell all my business. You know how I do. So it all came down to, am I getting what I want in this relationship? Have I communicated myself effectively? Am I happy? I did everything I could. I literally did everything that I could. Love a girl, empath problems. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've said it before. And it's like, when you know that person is hurting and you can see the blind spot in them. Like my person, their Jupiter is in Cancer. Their Jupiter is in Cancer. So you mean the thing that makes you feel the most, the thing that excites you the most, the thing that expands your heart the most, the thing that brings you the most joy, you're scared as shit of it. Love, being cared about, being nurtured, feeling your emotions. It's hard to know for a fact and look at a person's chart and have all these things. So this is why, they say divination can be a blessing and a curse. Because sometimes when you have a whole level of knowledge, you end up staying in situations that you're not supposed to, depending on the purpose. Not everybody do that. Not everybody do that. So I'm not blaming divination. But if you have a certain level of empathy and not a certain level of boundaries, you can find yourself in situations like that. Now, what I was saying was, it is hard to know for a fact and see a person's chart and know that they were built for you. It's like God created them with you in mind, and vice versa. My chart matches your chart. I am literally built to bring you joy in this lifetime, and you couldn't handle it. But it's not for me to see. It's not for me to convince anybody of my worth or my value. What's that saying? You'll never be enough for a person who's not ready. And that might also be why the collective is walking so slow. Walking slow away, because it's a two-part thing. It's like, what you don't want, but you're still trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want. And deep down, what you still want is that person, place, or thing that you had to leave behind, but it hasn't evolved the way you have. So you have to leave them back there. You don't want to, you have to. And that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. But my Capricorn is not happy with my Cancer. I'm trying to tell you. I should have left a long time ago. Listen. That's everybody's story, Jenny. We all should have left a long time ago. We all should have left a long time ago. You feel me? Like, oh, man. So now we're slow. I feel like I need to pay you for this collective. You so funny. I do take tips if you want to do Cash App, but no, you don't have to. This is love. I'm glad to be here. Y'all know me. I fucking love being here. I do. I love being here. But yeah. It's that kind of energy. It's the I'm walking slowly because I'm hoping this person, place, or thing behind me will catch up. I don't necessarily want to leave my job. I really just want them to give me a raise, but I'm being forced and I'm being put in a situation where my hands are tied because they don't appreciate me. They don't value me. I do more work than these newbies in here and they won't pay me for it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of the life. That's a part of the energy too, because it's going to have to balance out. I'm a firm believer that the universe likes balance. So while you are evolving and you had to leave this person behind, they are going to have to sit fully in what it feels like to not have access to you anymore. And what's crazy is it's going to be the same people that probably have your number, but they know energetically that they can't reach out to you because they're so full of shit. They know they can't reach out to you because they hurt you so bad. They can't reach out to you because they ignored you. They know deep down that they left you. They know deep down that when you left them where they had you fucked up at, that they have to sit in the shit. They have to. Please save this and send it to you. I sure will. I sure will. If anything else, I'll post this one on YouTube too. I can post it on YouTube. Now that I know, man, let me tell you something. TikTok has not been letting me save my lives for some strange reason, and I stayed on TikTok that last time for like 6 hours and had the app open for like 6 hours just to make sure that I could have it. Yeah, I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I don't know what the title should be. What should I title this, y'all? I'm gonna get another deck, but I don't know what I should title it. What's this? Oh, Spirit. I don't know what I should title this live with, but I got this deck. It says, what's blocking you? Total eclipse of the heart. No, for real. No, for real. I'm finna write that down because what? Eclipse of the heart. No, for real. I love that too. So this deck, I think I got this from Mama. It says, what's blocking you? It says singles and relationship oracle deck. And then I got the self-care deck. So, you know, we're going to see what this is. Hi, welcome on in. We're going to see what this is. And then get some self-care messages. I'm going to be honest with you though. I don't think the collective is blocked. I think it's one of those things where it's like when you know better, you're supposed to do better, and you're just struggling with the do better. You're doing better. You're actively doing better, but you're not happy about it. It's like your actions and your heart haven't gotten on the same page quite yet. Your mind and your heart are not on the same page about this situation quite yet. But overall, I'm gonna put this deck down. I'm gonna put this deck down. No. Spirit, I ain't even at. I don't. Whose blockage is right? Whose energy is this, Spirit? Whose energy is this, Spirit? All right. Cards. It says, being a victim. Being a victim. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. Being needy. Now I want to cry. I was finding this like, what? Being needy. Make friends and spend time by yourself to take the pressure off your relationship. I just met you. Like, why? Why? Retreating. Your fear of being hurt has made you retreat, excuse me. It's time to get out and try again. Remember that time I said you cannot allow your past. You can't allow the situations of your past to mess up your future. And that's why you're moving slow. So these are to be fair, these are the things that we're healing in order to continue to move forward. Okay. These are the things that we're healing and working through and moving forward. Okay. Now I was like, well, Spirit, well, having 0 in your life, right? So I said, okay, Spirit, whose energy is this? And the first card that came out was boundaries. So at that point I knew it was the collective, because we're the ones out here setting these new boundaries. We're the ones that are getting to know ourselves and setting boundaries to protect this new version of ourselves, because this is something that people don't talk about. That feeling of newness, that feeling of anxiety, that feeling of doing something that you don't normally do, and for yourself, because there's recovering people pleasers out there. There's, lover girls. I'm one of them. And, sometimes lover girls don't have boundaries. Sometimes lover girls will go above and beyond because that's our nature. And then we realized after we done bought you 5 cars that we weren't getting a reciprocation back. You know what I'm saying? Not that bad. Okay, TikTok don't come for nobody. You get my point, all right? I'm just saying, like, it's not that bad, all right? But it's like, that's your Libra moon. Exactly. Yeah. So my Sagittarius is just like, when I like you, I like you. You know what I'm saying? And then I Cancer rising girl. Anyway, we're not even gonna talk about it. That meme that's like, stop being so nice and show people how crazy you are. I don't want to be like that. It's not who you want to be. It's who you gotta be. So people stop so people will stop treating you like shit or whatever it is. Yeah, that's literally what goes on in my head every day. Yeah. Remember my birthday, I was like, what the fuck? Bro, I think this worked. Ooh. Ooh. But he didn't even remember. Oh, see? It'd be just like that. And it's like, wow. You'd be amazed at how people show you, exactly who you are to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's so frustrating. My goodness. A part of me want to show the crazy again. I'm telling you. Listen, my next venture. So we're going through the healing, right? We're going through the healing, doing the healing. Now we're getting into the quantum alignment of, everything that we ask for and desire. Then I have this feeling I'm getting ready to start stepping into the dark feminine, because I don't know if y'all ever saw that video that I posted. I was like, so what is the big deal on being afraid to be the villain? Because sometimes we as healers, sometimes us as kind people, quiet people, they take your kindness for weakness, and then we hold on so much to our identity of being kind or nice that we sabotage our connections and compromise our boundaries. It's giving fuck you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like F this person hard, dry, and fast. Why do we have a hard time doing that? And I have this feeling that Spirit is getting ready to transition me right on into that space. Because it's like, okay, I'm healing to be worthy of the blessings and the desires. And now I'm becoming aligned with it because the healing is starting to make more sense. I'm releasing things and I'm picking things up. So now I'm in alignment, and now I got to come out to be able to protect it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be mean about it, but I have to be assertive. I have to be sure about being able to protect what it is that I worked for, what it is that I earned, what it is that I healed. We went through a lot. You know how many tears the collective done cried to let somebody come in here and question everything that we did? And you don't even have to be mean about it. You don't have to cuss them out. But sometimes you just walk away and leave them go right where they at. Exactly. But also be mean. Listen. I'm goofy, right? So I've been working on my cracks. Like, when I say cracks, I mean like my jokes and stuff. Like in my culture, right? Being able to crack jokes on people is like a rite of passage. But because I used to do it so bad when I was a child, I lost friends. Like my mouth as a Sagittarius and then being unfiltered as a child, I thought shit was funny, but apparently it wasn't. People was crying left and right. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm losing friends. I'm so sad. So I lost that ability. I buried it, right? So now I be in the mirror just like saying shit that don't make sense. You know what I mean? Like somebody, I don't care if you the most polished person. I don't care if you came in here with Gucci shoes, sneakers, and a fresh haircut. I'm gonna tell you your hairline is pushed back. I'm gonna tell you your teeth is yellow. I'm gonna tell you your breath is stink. Like I don't know what it is, but I'm going to figure out what it is. I'm going to tell you that you forgot to clean your ears and your ears are crusty. I'm going to find something. It could be a complete lie, but I'm going to make it up and I'm going to defend myself and whatever, you know. I don't know. I'm going to make it up. I don't know what I'm going to say. I need more earth sign friends. No, for real. I do. I do. Because I have crash out friends. I have friends that after a while they don't talk, and I'm that type of person too. If I'm talking to you, you're safe. But once I close my mouth and I start looking at you with a serious face, you might want to stop. If I look at you and I start to smile, that's that Aries Mars. You're in danger. Like that's where I'm at. That's how I am. Like after a while, I just can't puzzle piece. But after a while, I don't talk. I'm ready to swing now. Like that's just it. So y'all, we didn't even get through the rest of the cards. It's insane. So boundaries, it says you need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. Hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. You in danger, girl. No, for real. That's exactly what it is. It takes a lot for me to get there. And I've suppressed it a whole lot. So I don't even know what that looks like as an adult. But I can tell you that that was one of the reasons why I had to leave my last marriage, because it was I feel like one of us wasn't gonna make it out alive. Like it just was not. It wasn't a good thing for anybody. So yeah, it gets dark sometimes, but that's how it goes though. You know what I mean? Like the best healers are the ones that have walked through the pits of hell. It's a thing, you know. I heard it's a thing. Whatever. So no good ones, y'all. We're talking about these relationships and these mental blocks that, you know, things that are considered in our minds, right? No good ones. There is somebody out there for you. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. So, oh man. Imagine walking away from the person that you believe is your person with them. Like it's being with somebody that you actively know that, hi, join the club. Being with somebody that you actively know doesn't want to be with you or is not willing to put in the energy and effort in order to match where you are, is you actively choosing less. Like you are actively selecting, raising your hand, here, me. I don't want any better, right? And then when you finally get put in a situation where you have to leave them behind, still feeling like there's no good men out there. So the one that we just left was a good one. That's scary. We thought that was good. That's why we was attached. That's crazy. That is a scary thought. But Spirit is saying, look, the reason it gets to be so lonely sometimes, pick me, choose me, love me. Right, child? Listen. And when I speak, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not judging nobody. I'm speaking from experience, and also I know it's dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? We've left that life behind. That was a different version of me. Hi, how you doing? But you know, when you know better, you do better. We do our best, you know. And then we've got criticizing. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. Some of us, meaning the collective, because the person couldn't match your energy, because the person couldn't get to where you are, they took you expressing how you feel. They took you speaking affirmations on them, telling them, I know you can do better. I see better. You have potential to do X, Y, and Z. This is why I hold you accountable. This is why they think it's you criticizing them. They take it as you beating them down and highlighting their flaws. No, you know better. Like, I'm looking dead at you. If you did it before, you can do it again. Like, what do you mean? But because they fought so hard for their limitations, they fought so hard to stay in the stupid ass, hoe ass situation that they're in. You were literally put you had no other choice but to leave. Your hands were literally tied. Because again, Spirit done told you, if I stick around, my name is Boo Boo the Fool. And this is not just with relationships. This is with the job too. There's a lot of us that are super ambitious. There are a lot of us that, enjoy the rush of doing things and being things. And then we all know that sometimes when you're working, they punish you by giving you more work. Oh my gosh, you're doing so great. They won't give you a raise, but they'll give you a pizza party and 12 more assignments. These are things that I saw the core of it. Exactly. You see them for exactly who they are and what they are. And instead of rising to the occasion and taking it as love, you just don't, you know what I'm saying? You just want me to change. You don't want to accept me for who I am. Who you are is a piece of shit, and I just didn't know it. But I'm already in love with you, so I'm trying to help you out before I dip. That's what that is. I'm already in love, but some of you describing my job right now. Exactly. And then last card, we've got love sucks. It says, you have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can be open again. Once again, going back to the tarot portion of the reading, taking your time, healing, transmuting that energy so that when new things come up, when you realign yourself with the things that you actually desire, you're not allowing your old patterns and your old ways of thinking to trail you off into your old decision-making skills. Were you there for the last 5? Like, that's what your right. That's what your dad did, right? You didn't you say you want to be different? Didn't you say da 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 da? Let me tell you something. Because I struggled with PTSD, anxiety and depression for a little while. My memory sucked, right? So there would be times I would have to sit and I would screenshot parts of our text messages and stuff like that, because there are things that I want to remember. Okay, I'm remembering this because I know I articulated myself very well and told you exactly what it is that I needed, X, Y, and Z. Because some people will try to gaslight you. You ain't ever tell me that. Da 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 da. And this is something that I developed because, again, in my marriage, I was in a situation where my ex-husband made me feel like I couldn't trust my own decisions, couldn't trust my own decision making, and then would tweak a little bit of what I said prior to fit the situation that we were in or whatever argument we were in. Meanwhile, I actually think he has a little bit of brain damage too, because he still does that. And I know he doesn't, I'm realizing now that he doesn't do it on purpose. Like, he really just be misunderstanding and seeing things, you know what I mean? Like, either he is so good at gaslighting or he has brain damage. I'm not even being funny. At this point, I think it's brain damage because he just be saying shit. And I'm like, you don't realize that the shit that you saying has never fucking happened? Like, in real life, never happened. Like, I'm standing next to a friend that's sitting right next to me that was here for the situation that you're talking about, and it never fucking happened. Like, it'd be situations where it literally has to be me and someone else saying, you made that up, fam. And I'm like, oh, you're crazy in real life. Okay, cool. Like, it's stuff like that. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's really real like that. Like, people really have these situations. People really live these lives. So, I can't even remember what I was getting ready to say, child. But, just know. Just know. People be peopling, and it's time to go. Okay? People be peopling, and it's time to go. See, look at that. Not being you. Now, what I saw, right, when I first saw this, it says, you are trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. But what I took it as was, sometimes for the person, place, or thing that you love, you will try to fit in where you get in, where you know you're meant for so much more, where you know you're meant to spread your wings. You will intentionally play small. Intentionally play small. For the sake of saying that you have somebody, for the sake of saying that you have a job, for the sake of saying, for the sake of acknowledgement. And then it's not even real acknowledgement, because you're not being acknowledged for exactly who you are in real life. So it's a lie. You're getting acknowledged based on a lie. The version of you that this person needs in order to be comfortable is a warped version of you. It's a fucked up version of you. It's a fraction of who you actually are as a person. And you are meant to be so much bigger, so much better. And some of you guys are just starting to realize what so much bigger and so much better actually means. You don't know. You're just starting to figure out your worth for real. You're just starting to figure out your work. Matter of fact, for shadow work, I want you guys to write. Yes, it's suffocating. It really is. So I'm not even going to say I want you guys to write, because sometimes it doesn't come out. I want you to write that ex that had you fucked up. I want you to write it out, curse them out from A to Z. And then while you're in that energy, of knowing that they had you fucked up, this is where I want you to write who you are. Baby, I'm confident. I'm respectful. I'm peaceful. I am sexy. I am seductive. I am, you know what I mean? This is where I want you to rattle off your credentials. And I want you to give me who you are as a person, not what it is that you do. Like, yes, baby, you got a degree. Yes, you got that bomb ass job. Yes, you got that BMW. Fuck it up, sis. I love you. I love you. But also, you're interdependent. You're a kind. You are a loving individual. You know how to nurture, baby. You know how to cook. You feel me? Like, there are an FU letter is a way to manifest. Yeah. F you, I'm this. F you, I'm that. And I'm not telling y'all anything that I haven't done. I got mine in the drawer over there. I put the F you part on one page because I'm getting ready to burn it. And then I kept the, baby, I'm confident, I'm sensual, I know how to make a man whoop-de-whoop and scoot and boot. You know what I mean? Like, I had all that on the other page. So just in case I forget who the fuck I am, I can still go back and read that other page while also, metaphorically smoking a cigarette and watch that other part of the letter burn. Like, that's transmutation. That is transmutation. Okay? So again, I be telling y'all what I be doing. Telling y'all what I be doing in real life and in real time. All right, here we go. So we got 3 cards out. We got security, focus, and beauty. Security. We got the checks. right here. It says, true security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Make deposits in all these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. What they are saying is pour into your cup first. Figure out exactly who you are, because once you figure out exactly who you are, can't nobody get you fucked up. Can't nobody get you fucked up but you. Because you don't, just because somebody doesn't see your value doesn't mean that you don't have a worth. A Maserati is worth, I don't know how much goddamn money. It's a lot. But I don't value that in my life. I don't want a Maserati. I don't care for a Maserati. You get what I'm saying? You get the difference? So just because somebody doesn't see your value in their life doesn't mean you take away, you know what I mean? Like, you don't deduct from your own account. Okay? That's not what we do. I do. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you want, no, you said I do. No, I want a Maserati. Actually, that's me. That would be me. No, I want a convertible. I don't know what convertible I want. I do want a convertible. But see, I'm the type of person, like, some people might want a BMW or a Mercedes convertible. You know what convertible I had and loved? A Mustang. I had a Mustang GT convertible. And I loved it to death. It made all the vroom vroom noises and it sounded really, really crazy. See, want a Porsche. You want a Porsche, but you might not want a, what is it called? Not a road runner. What do they call? A Rolls Royce, or, you know what I'm saying? A Maserati is my dream. Right. But you don't want a BMW. You might not want a Corvette. You want a Maserati. You see the value of a Maserati in your life, but you don't see the value of a Corvette. A Corvette is beautiful. They have a lot of colors. They go really fast. You know what I'm saying? But that's not something that you care about in your life. But just because you don't value the Corvette, it doesn't take away from the value and the worth of the Corvette itself. It just means that that's not for you. So you need to go where you are valued. Make sense? Focus. And again, this is not just love. This is work and all those situations too. Work, friendships, all of it. So focus. It says, if you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. So again, the collective is in the process of moving towards what it is they want. And at a bare minimum, moving away from what they don't want. Because sometimes you don't know what you want until you have the experience. Like, oh, wow, I've never had this before. But you're now in alignment. That's what I love. Universe, align us with our highest experiences. Meaning, integrate us with our higher self and allow us to feel and have experiences that the higher version of ourselves experience. Because the thing is, even when you're in limbo, to me, energy is like fingers, right? There's some type of a diagram that says, in order for you to be a healthy individual, you have to be healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, and spiritually, I think. I don't know if I said that yet. But again, there's like 4 or 5 pillars, right? So you can be aligned in 4 of these things and not be aligned in 1 and mess around and get a fucked up experience. You know what I'm saying? And the same can be true the other way around. You can be fucked up in 4 and still have a lucky ass, amazing ass experience. And either way, you are in alignment. So sometimes when we have our bad days and we have these bad things that happen to us and we're like, how does this even happen? There is a version of us, probably in one of these 5 categories, that's aligned with the fuck shit. Okay, just look at that later. You know what I'm saying? There's a version of you that is still in a doom and gloom mindset that accidentally manifests some doom and gloom. You're confident with your finances now, so nothing's going wrong with your finances. Your mental health has been amazing as of lately, but maybe you're triggered in your relationships because you're doing a whole lot of healing, but in your healing you're building blockages. So, or you're building boundaries around your hurt versus around your desires. Does that make sense? And because you're building around your hurt versus your desires, you're aligning yourself with fucked up relationships, or relationships that truly don't understand you on the level that you desire. Does that make sense? Are y'all kind of understanding where these pillars are doing, and you know how they navigate? Yeah. So these are things that I'm learning. These are things that I'm learning on my own. Because sometimes we do this thing where we're like, spirit, what is happening? Like I throw, man, look, I tell you, Aries and Mars, me and spirit be, because why I ain't got my manifestations yet? And why are you playing in my face? And why? You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. And spirit has to politely let me know, because there's a part of you that's aligned with that. Like, what do you mean I'm aligned with that? You don't see me doing shadow work. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see me doing this stuff. But like, no, it really be like that. It's like, we're not going to take away from what it is that you're already doing. Because imagine that you are, working on your self-confidence and showing up and being excited about life, but you also forgot to address your rejection wound, because your confidence also is affected by how many times you get rejected, right? Your abandonment wounds. Sometimes when people reject you, they also leave you behind because you're not aligned. How is your confidence affected by these things over here that you haven't talked to? They be saying, you know what you need to do, and I be mad, like, how I'm gonna know if I don't know? No, for real. No, for real. Do you know? Let me tell you something. When spirit tell you, for real, the only reason I'm actually reaching a space of ease and understanding in my life is because I finally started doing the thing that they told me to do 4 years ago. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They was like, you need to go in and shift your entire identity. What the fuck is an identity change? What do you mean, change my identity? How do you change who you are? The core of me ain't even that bad. What I need to do changes for? What are you talking about? You need to heal. You need to heal. You need to heal. What else do I need to heal? I'm fine. I've healed from my marriage. I've healed from this over here. I've healed from that over there. And they're like, no, sweetie. You're healing the symptoms. You're not healing the root. You're healing the symptoms, the everything around it. And then I finally got to the point where I'm asking myself the right questions. And I'm starting to hit a nerve. I have done more effective shadow work in the last 2 weeks under this Pisces moon than, well, not under the Pisces moon. Moon phase is only like 3 days or whatever. But, back with the eclipse and all that kind of stuff, I have done more effective shadow work in these last 2 weeks than I have in my entire life. Yo, they got me so busy. I done forgot if they told me or not. No, for real. But also, this is why I'm trying to, in this process of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take a detour really quick, right? So I know Mama just did a money ritual with everybody, but what I'm doing is a money release and realignment workshop on the 26th of this month. Okay, so I'm going to use the laws of the universe to deepen our declaration and our confidence over our abundance. And then we're going to go into a meditation and visualization on getting our abundance, and then we're going to go into affirmations, and then we're going to go into shadow work so that we could navigate exactly what it is and pinpoint on the inside of us where any blockages are going. And then I'll probably end up doing like a collective clearing of some sort, like to help with any blockages that, you know, if we can't find the right question to ask in the shadow work class for you to be able to heal and evolve and express, like, we are going to knock these nuggets out. Like I've been saying this entire year, like, I love doing my chakra clearings, but I feel like it happens spiritually, but I really wanted you guys to align and get it buried deep on the inside of you in the physical. And I've been asking Spirit to show me how to do that. Because yes, the energies are available to you. Yes, the healings have taken place. And yes, you feel a difference. But how long does it last if you don't know what to do to keep it? And that's what I've been struggling with. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at the reviews and I'm loving it and X, Y, and Z. But then I don't know if I'm so good that people are not coming back, or they're feeling like it doesn't last, so it's not worth the money. So guess what? Boot to ass. Okay. I'm finna make at least 5 future millionaires this year. Okay. Because I feel it coming up on me. I ain't even gonna cap. I finally cracked the fucking code. Okay. I feel it coming up on me. So I'm doing this workshop on the 26th of this month. It's $55. It's 4 layers. It's 4 layers of assignment. It's 4 layers of accountability. It's 4 layers of acceptance. That's the word I want to use. I'll be the second. You can be the first. Period. Let's go. Let's go. We're in this thing now. We're not playing these fucking games. Okay. So, excuse me. I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want. But when I tell you, I had a night where I did not go to sleep because Spirit was like, and this, and this, and this, and this. And I was like, wow! Like, it was a whole spiritual awakening. I was like, oh, ain't no way. And instantly, damn near instantly, I have been waiting 4 years to feel what I have felt and transformed into the last 2 weeks. I'm not even being funny. Not even being funny. So just throwing that out there. I'm excited for what this class is going to do. I'm going to do it, and it'll be $55 for now, but I'm probably going to end up posting it as a class, like a digital class, and it'll probably be at least $77, like the cost of an emailed reading. I don't know, but with all this being attached to it, it's probably going to be like $111, like the cost of my the chakra clearings, to be honest. It's because it goes deeper. The only issue with it, and when I say issue, it's not actually an issue. It's for a collective, you know what I'm saying? So it's not me pinpointing personally your issue. You guys, those who sign up for the class, I will be able to work with you personally to pinpoint those things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to put it out as a class. I'm going to put it out as a workshop. And you know, if anybody needs me after that, because I'm going to break down the process. I'm going to break down the process of how I did it. But if you're unable to come up with the right affirmations, you're unable to come up with the right aligned actions, the affirmations, the declaration, the whatever. Girl, good night. Good night. But if you're not able to do that on your own, then, you know, you can book a reading with me, and then we can assess that and walk it backwards together. But I just had to push pause on that really quickly. And then last but not least, and then I'm gonna finish this goddamn collective reading because, baby, we are doing the absolute stinking most. So we've got beauty, right? Look at that. Look at that. Being alone, being able to see the beautiful things again, to be able to feel the sun on your skin again without a care in the world. One thing I will always recommend when it comes to healing and switching up your energy is changing your environment, because sometimes you'd be like, oh, I just need to relax X, Y, and Z. You're not going to relax if you know you got dishes in the other room. You're not going to relax if your room is messy and you know you should be cleaning up, because that negative self-talk, those, you know, those things are going to come up and interrupt what the fuck you got going on. You feel me? Of course, negative self-talk is something that you can work on at another time. You know what I'm saying? I think is very important. But until then, ignore that hoe and get the fuck out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real. Something as simple as going outside on your porch, making sure your porch is swept from leaves and stuff like that. Going outside on your porch, getting you a $10 lawn chair to put on your porch, and a $5 table that you got from the Goodwill or a garage sale, and having your coffee outside every morning can change your energy. Change your environment, change the things that you see, because sometimes when all you see is mess, all you see is poverty, all you see is bills, all you see is darkness, all you see is... You got to be careful what you intake, because everything you intake is what you're putting out. What is it? I think there's a Bible verse that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Guard your heart, because all of the troubles of life flow from it. Like, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. Have you ever met a person that has never really been through any major events in their life, but because they watch so much doom and gloom on social media, now they're scared and paranoid? Like, you've never been in a car accident. Nobody ever robbed you. But all of a sudden you got social anxiety in Walmart. People don't bother you. But because of the things that you've intake, because of the things that you've conditioned yourself to see, now you're scared of everything. And that's how you know some of these things can be taught. So if it can be taught, it can be untaught. Does that make sense? Beauty. Today you are a curator of beauty. You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that all is well in the world. Wasn't I just talking about that? Change your environment so you can see something different. Open your eyes to see peace. Yes, it does. Yeah. Open your eyes to see peace. Train your eyes, train your heart to see peace so that you can see more of it in your life. I'm going to stop because I feel like I've been talking. I walk into Walmart like I'm the most dangerous motherfucker there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, yeah, do these things happen? Of course, don't be a dummy. You know, crazy things happen all the time. Absolutely. But also, they didn't happen to you. You know what I mean? Because the universe is mental. Exactly. Exactly. Be okay with releasing that stuff. I say all the time, I release the energy of anxiety. I release the stuff that you know what I mean? Like, if you scroll social media all the time or a lot, you should definitely say you release any energies, entities, and deities that don't belong to you. Because a lot of the time, the anxiety that you feel, the sadness that you feel, the scaredness that you feel ain't even from you. Ain't even from you. Call your energy back, man. I release the energy of poverty. Ooh, drop some in the chat. Drop some I releases in the chat. I just did a affirmation earlier today, and it was something along the lines of I can't remember what I said. I said I released something, but then I said I allow myself to celebrate myself. I can't remember what it was, but I released the energy of struggle. I know that's right. But it was something along the lines of me not celebrating myself. I was like, I allow myself to celebrate my wins and give myself the love and acknowledgement that I deserve. I release the energy of sickness. Absolutely. And now that we have I release the energy of poverty, and I receive the energy of wealth. I receive the knowledge. I receive the ideas. I receive the emotions of what it feels like to be wealthy. I receive the alignment, and I release all energies associated with poverty. That is no longer me. I release the energy of struggle. I release the energy of struggle in love, struggle in life, struggle in my finances. I now receive ease. I allow the universe to show me how easy things can be for me. I release the energy of sickness. I release the energy of sickness in mind, body, and spirit. I acknowledge that this is simply an energy, and I now choose the energy of health, wealth, and abundance. Hi, Bo. So I'm going to post this on YouTube. So for those who I gave affirmations to, if you want to hear them again, I don't even remember what I just said. I be channeling sometimes, and then I don't be remembering stuff. So if you want the affirmations, I'm going to load it up on YouTube probably tomorrow. YouTube be taking forever, man. Let me stop. YouTube has been doing an amazing job. YouTube has been doing an amazing job. I upload my videos with ease. It's going to be a breeze, okay? Let's speak that, all right? Yep. A spiritual blackout. Love that for me. No, for real. Sometimes I really just be up here talking. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, there's a few lives that I'm like, if I could just download it, have it, and post it again so I can watch it, it would be amazing, because sometimes I really don't be knowing what I'm saying. I release the idea that only good things come through working for them. Exactly. I had a Mexico alcohol. And I hate that for me. I heard they got the good stuff down there. And no, for real, said yes, Tenebris. When you did my reading. Tenebris? What? Oh, remember, yes. I was like, what? Yes. Yes, I do. But listen, I have to sometimes, and this is another way to work back these traumas. I did a video on that. I'm gonna post that as well. I'm gonna post a video on how to walk back your traumas, the questions to ask, and how do you know when you're in alignment with what it is that you desire or not when you're asking these questions. I did that. Priscilla was there for that. I did it on live, and I was doing my makeup that day. But anyway, sometimes when you don't believe something for yourself, just recall all the different other people that are living these experiences. Like, I'll post this video in Discord. I watched this video 3 times just today. Now, the guy speaking on wealth, he has very Christian views, but we all know that the Bible is a tool. So when I say Christian views, I mean he has a very biblical way of looking at prosperity. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So based on his studies of the Bible, he has concocted his own framework on how to become abundant and prosperous, and understanding that abundance is your birthright. I will drop it in the Discord. But I said that to say, one of the things that he mentioned, he said the very first thing that you mentioned is when you have a desire for your life, the first thing that you do is you find somebody who is doing what it is that you do. You see, you figure out what their train of thought is, and then you implement what it is that they're doing. And it all seems so simple. It all seems so simple, but it's really that. Find who's doing what it is that you want to do. Figure out what their mindset is and what they're doing, and then you do it too. And it be like that. And it really be like that. And sometimes we overcomplicate the thing. Sometimes we overcomplicate it. And that's why I'm so glad that I had that revelation. And I'm like, well, let me see if I can share it with people and see if I can simplify, some of the things that we, in AMA have been taught. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff in AMA works. The stuff in Winner's Circle works. But sometimes it can be a little complicated. So I'm wondering if I can reword that. Give you tangible and actionable things to do in order to get the desired results. And I've already figured some of this out, but the money release class is going to be first available to the public. But I was just talking about AMA. I was just talking to AMA. Hi. Hello. Hi. We were just talking about how to align ourselves with our desired results, and how sometimes knowing that there's this thing that knowing that just because we want it doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually in alignment with where we're going. Because sometimes we be tooting our own horn, and we be tooting our own horn in hell. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. Like, oh my gosh, I love him so much, and he don't love you not nearly as much. Or, oh my gosh, I enjoy doing this job, the thrill, and then they don't appreciate you, and then they don't pay you, and then they don't, So the whole collective reading was about the collective really taking their time. Like, everybody is really going through the process of, I know what I don't want, so now I'm going to take my time and figure out what I do want. And in doing that, they're going to stumble upon the fucking jackpot of their lives. And I love that for us. Peace, love, and freedom. Absolutely. Absolutely. But what does that feel like exactly? What does that feel like in your body? What does that look like in your life? And knowing and understanding that whatever desires that come to heart, it was God-given. You didn't make that up. The thing that you desire actually wants you to. We know what it doesn't look like. Exactly. And that's what it was. You don't know. You know what it doesn't look like. And the collective has walked away from that. People, places, things, jobs, relationships, friendships. And now it kind of feel like they're stumbling in the dark a little bit, because that alignment period, this is what I was talking about, the sweet spot in the alignment period. Because sometimes just because we know better, it doesn't feel good to do better, because our mindset is still left in the lack. But our heart and our body can't take no more of the bullshit that we left behind. And that's why we end up leaving, versus, actually coming into the full understanding that self-love and blah, 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 blah. Whereas everyone's vision board, Do y'all have a vision board? We just did release affirmations. We did release affirmations, and then we did receive And then we talk about the things that we receive. Because, you know, for me, when I do like spiritual energy clearings and stuff like that, like when I take stuff out, you got to put something back in there. Let's love on that. Let's clean that out. Let's, you know, let's purify it. Let's give it an perverted version of what it is that you were trying to do in the first place. You know what I mean? Like that type of energy. So we release blah, 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 blah. And now we align with, now we receive. Now we allow X, Y, and Z. So, Spirit just finished making us cry about the foolery and effery. And, yeah. Readings open? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I don't know. Do I have any readings? Yep, nope. I don't have any readings. Someone tell me about it. No, for real. No, for real. So, we did a little bit, and I have these self-care cards, these self-care wisdom cards, and I thoroughly enjoy using these because I do feel like it's a moment of, it can be both. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this, but if you don't do X, Y, and Z, are you truly showing a reflection of self-love? Like, that's the type of energy. That's the type of energy. Come on, we just got dragged. No, for real. No, for real. But that's the type of energy that deck gives. Like, hey, let me get you to think a little bit, you know, that type of energy. So, I just open that stick. No, for real. For real. So we were just talking about, you know, different ways to kind of care for ourselves, having that understanding that, you know, sometimes we try to force ourselves to be in a position to where we were like, somebody's comments were filtered. But sometimes we put ourselves in a situation where we try to relax, but it's hard to relax in our own homes when, you know, it's like, oh, Ty came here and said, here your lunch and your dinner. Enjoy. No, for real. Yeah, you're better than this. We were all rooting for you. Like, no, for real. Oh, for real. But it's the energy of, you know, it's time to take care of ourselves and, you know, do right by ourselves. But sometimes, like, well, if I haven't been relaxing for the last few years, like, how do I train myself to relax? I said, me personally, one of the first things you need to do is like get out of your home. Because if you are the type of person that's trying to relax on the couch, but then, you know that you should be doing dishes, or, you know, you got laundry to do, or, you know, your bed's not made, or, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just making yourself miserable. So get out of your environment, change your environment so that you can have a different experience. Oh, mama. Otay. Oh, it says on the 16th. I probably messed up my stuff. Hi. I probably messed up my thingamajigs. Yeah, if anybody wanted a reading, just do it for tomorrow. I don't even know how I did that. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Night-night. Night-night. I don't even know how my stuff is working, but yeah. Tell me something wild. Let's stinking do it. Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, source of all that is. Let's cleanse and clear this energy right quick, like shift in the atmosphere so we can do something wild and relevant for mama. Ooh. She said she had enough. Okay, listen. Cass said, at me next time. Like, who, what, why? Why? I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like these readings have been super duper deep as of late. And when I say, I mean like everybody's readings. Mama's readings are always deep. But then I'm like in Bo's live and I'm like, dang. And then I'm in my own live and I'm like, dang, you know. Ayana. Is she still in here? Ayana. I don't see your lives. So when you go live, tag me or send me your send me a link to your live. I don't know if she's in here or not anymore, but yes. Yes. Boom. Love that for us. Woo! Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, source of all that is. I'm not gonna lie, Mama. I don't know what you did, but the self-care deck wants you. I was getting ready to put out my handy dandy, but the self-care deck wants you. Hi, Jules. Welcome. I'm seeing an image of a Russian doll. Spirit, I just want to point out, she said she would like to know something wild. Okay. So I'm seeing the image of a Russian doll. And it's the image of like, you know, a woman holding a child. And then there's, you know, a silhouette holding the woman. And then there's a silhouette holding another silhouette. And it's like hugs, 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 hugs. So to me, it's giving something generational, right? I did all the self-care yesterday. Okay. Okay. That's what I like to hear. So to me, it's giving something generational, something cosmic, something giving multiverse. Give me 2 more cards. Yeah, it's definitely giving multiverse. Okay, so we've got security, action, and surrender. I didn't realize it, but with the security, it says deposit in the bank of self-care. It says deposit time, deposit space, deposit energy, deposit personal power, and love. This is interesting. It says true security comes from having a reserve of time, space, energy, personal power, and love. Make deposits in all of these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. So going back to what you teach us in AMA, it's about the alignment. It's about the loving on yourself first and pouring on the inside of you so that what it is that you desire from the inside comes out and shows up into your reality. And then we've got action. It's giving Stairway to Heaven. And then I like the fact that the heavens are pink. So it's transmutation. So you're getting your, once again, desired reality. Baby steps are still steps. And they're better than standing still. So it's also talking about the balance between, at least this is how I'm taking it. The balance between self-care and feeling like you're stagnant or you're not doing what it is that you need to do. Did you feel guilty for taking your self-care day yesterday? Because then right after that we have surrender. Like, surrender to the process. It's okay. It says stop trying to control life. It gets in the way of divine intervention. You were restless? Yeah. Yeah. But they want you to know that it's equally important for you to take care of yourself as you take care of others, because it's a part of the process. It's an active part of the process. Okay, they want me to go one more round. 3 more cards. Spirit. Okay. All right. So again, going into the idea that maybe you felt a little guilty, a little restless, as you said, about taking time out for yourself. Spirit, please keep in mind, she wanted to know something that is Wild. Okay. Focus, possibility, pamper, energy, risk, release. Rebel. Did you get any ideas or downloads while you were taking care of yourself? Good night. I thought I missed you on live, but you're still here. Yes, hi. Did you get any mental downloads? Because one or two things is happening. Either you have some downloads that you got while you were relaxing. Okay, good. Because it's like, it's something that you need to look into. It's something that you need to look into. I got focus, possibility, pamper, energy, risk, release. And then at the bottom of the deck, I have rebel. So to me, that's telling me there's something in your meditation that you need to take a deeper look at. That you may be denying. And the reason I say denying, I got the Page of Swords, I got the Queen of Swords, and then I got the Page of Pentacles. It's like maybe there was a little nugget. There was something that might have came to your mind and you was like, nah, you know, because sometimes work, home, kids, etc. Yeah, so it's like sometimes, you know, we get our downloads, and I don't know if you're like me, but the energy that I got was, you know, sometimes we get these downloads and we're trying to figure out if this is from spirit or if this is like our trigger paranoia, or if this is just, you know, our intrusive thoughts. Because, you know, just because you're driving and you think 10 points if I hit the old lady doesn't necessarily mean that's actually your thought. You get what I'm saying? So it's giving the energy of like, maybe you had one of those out of pocket thoughts and you might need to look into it or reconsider it at some sort. Let me see. Clarify the Page of Swords, please. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Page of Swords, the Empress and the Mob card. Yeah, so there's something that probably just my anger. Yeah, so there's something that came up that you don't necessarily want to pursue or deal with. We've got the Empress card right here. Super abundant, super loving, but at the same time, when you don't, you know, take care of yourself, or you burn yourself out, or you give yourself, you know, you wear yourself thin, you know, from not taking care of yourself. But what threw me was the Mob card here. The Mob card is a representative of, you know, being on the same page with something, possibly a group of people, and you know, da 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 da, like, yeah, get them out of here, woo woo woo, and then all of a sudden, like, you come to this realization, like, oh, whoa, something might not be right about what, you know, what it is that I'm thinking. Or maybe I don't know why I'm hearing wards, but maybe you saw something with your wards and you were like, that's a little off, but not off enough to be a problem. But then it's like, you know, you got in the tub, you did a meditation, and then it's like, wait a minute. Nah, something is not fully, no. You know what I'm saying? I talk myself down from bad things all the time. And maybe that's you backing it up. Like, maybe you allowed yourself to go into that deep, dark space, and then you had to like back yourself out of it. Like, I'm navigating the pits of hell here. You know, and I'm not even gonna lie. I might have to clarify the Queen of Swords again, because the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands came out explaining the Queen of Swords. So it's given the energy of, you know what's going on, and you set your boundaries in place. You set your wards in place. You set, you know, these different things together. I resort to extremes when I'm mad. Yeah, because these two together look like they're ready to ride out. They look like they're ready to ride out at dawn. So you're doing the right things. You did the right things. And then we've got the energy, the risk, and release. Like all of these things falling on top. It's like, okay, yeah, this is probably something that you do need to address, need to look at, and then release and transmute, because it might bother you a little bit more than you think it does. With this page of with the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles is usually to me kind of represents a seed or the beginning of something. And then with it, with the stone right here, it reminds me of like the snowball effect. Like it starts off as a pebble, but as soon as it starts to roll downhill, it gets momentum and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So, yeah, okay. But Spirit, I don't know. I'm looking for where this gets wild. I'm looking for where it gets wild, because right now it's like, okay, you're aware of your boundaries. You're aware of your triggers. You're aware that you get angry. So to clarify the Page of Pentacles, I got the King of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Devil card, and the Ace of Pentacles. Now we're getting frosty. I can't fix that though. Yeah, I'm tired of people being stupid. Yeah, you can't fix stupid. Can't fix stupid. Now, let me connect with this really quickly, because like I said, wards came up for you. And now I'm seeing King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and then the Five of Swords and the Devil card coming out together along with the Ace of Pentacles. Kind of got me feeling like, And then there's 10 Pentacles in this section here with the King of Cups. Yeah, it's giving people being dumb. And then whoever this King of Cups is, you know, wishing that they probably could be in the different experience with you, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, a new beginning. Seeing you sitting over there being super independent, super loving, super amazing. You know, but also trying to come in a little bit shady. Or, hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming on in. But with this Five of Swords card, that's my by any means necessary card. And then with it coming out right here by the Devil card, like there's something that this individual is cooking up. If they are not already cooking up, already have cooked up to mess with your peace. And that's what it's giving. I don't think it's going to touch your abundance. I don't get that energy at all, but it's giving projection. It's giving energy. I look at it and I feel heat. Who is this person? What are they doing? What is this person? Who is this person? This Rebel card is still looking at me at the bottom of the deck. So that kind of tells me like you probably know exactly who this is. And there's like, are you playing with fire at all? Are you like playing with fire at all? And by playing with fire, I mean like, you know, we know better, but sometimes we don't do better because, you know, we're like feisty. That's what it feels like. And then I got the Five of Cups in reverse, you know, so that's usually crying over spilled milk. But to me, this is giving like not wanting to take a level of responsibility and accountability. Like usually it's like, oh, da 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 da, or it's like the projection of emotions. You did this to me. So whoever this person that's mad at you, or whoever this person that's trying to manipulate you, trying to do whatever, is really in some type of woe is me type mode, while also still wanting to be with you, while also self-sabotaging, while also like that's the type of energy that is giving. I wanted to, but I didn't react. Yeah. Nine of Wands, the Death card, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely somebody that, you know, you definitely cared for in the past, but it's like you're tired, man. Like, I'm freaking tired. I've had enough. Like, that's just what I'm seeing with that. Like, I've had enough. And then we've got the Death card here with, you know, rebirth completely ending it off. And it's like, you know what? We had some beautiful memories. You get what I'm saying? Hi, Fluff. It's all good. It's like we had some beautiful memories. You know what I mean? We could have had some beautiful kids together with the Knight of Cups. You know, they were very sweet, you know, very kind towards you. You had a soft spot for this person, but it's like you just, I'm hearing Brian McKnight, My Last Cry, or something like that. One last cry. I don't even know the song, but I just heard One Last Cry from Brian McKnight. So, okay, so Spirit, we know that this didn't work. She knows who this is. She already knows, blah, 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 blah. So what is the big boom? I'm being directed to switch decks now. This is the What's Blocking You. I think I got this from your shop, Mom. They played with the wrong one. And it says, what's blocking you? Singles and relationships. And this is going haywire. Very slippery little cards here. So let's try that again. It's a level of resistance, a level of chaos. Whoever this person is, it's like they're throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall to see if it sticks. But it's chaotic, it's unwarranted, it's unorganized. It's the energy of doing everything except for what the fuck you asked them to do. Like, that's the type of energy that is giving. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, bro, this is what I asked you to do, and now you fucking up. Like, it's very weird. Yes. I'm like, what the heck? First card come out of the deck. Mixed signals. Exactly. Going back and forth and being hella weird. It says, you don't let others know you are interested. Flirt and be approachable. So it's the energy of, instead of saying, like being open and honest, like, hey, I want you, being vulnerable, X, Y, and Z. It's like the kids who used to pull the girl's hair because they like them, type shit. Like, no, baby, please. Pent up anger just came out. Pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful towards others. So they're unhealed. Eye candy. Beauty fades. Choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. Too passive. Take initiative to meet someone and to keep the passion ignited. So again, this person sent you mixed signals. Mad at themselves, being passive aggressive because they feel like they don't have whatever it is or whatever it takes in order for them to actually show up the way that they needs to. So they're giving their attention to beautiful women that their fucking heads are empty. That's what it feels like. Their fucking heads are empty. And then again, instead of actually saying what they want and putting the real energy in, they're fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. And they have trust issues. So you mean no, really, all they're doing is coming up to you and aggravating the fuck out of you. That's really what this is. Because I'm going to do every fucking thing except heal. I'm going to do everything except grow up. I'm going to cry. I'm going to run. I'm going to poke. I'm going to tear. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. And I'm going to point the finger at everybody else except for who the fuck is in charge and responsible. And I'm not supposed to react. Right. Like, what the fuck? Okay. So, Spirit, what is the recommended action for this? Expectations. When you expect too much, no one measures up. Ditch your list. Want what's real. I feel like you have a balance of that. Like, you're not going to accept bullshit. So I don't know what your list looks like, but I just, in my head, I just don't see like you being completely unrealistic with, well, I don't know. Delulu is for true. Mama, what kind of list you got? Nah, my list is real. I'm gonna say, Mama, what kind of list you got? Wait a minute. I don't know. Look at the lovers at the bottom of the deck. It's definitely giving cord cutting. Let's be fucking for real. It's definitely giving cord cutting. 10 of Cups. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. The World card. The 7 of Pentacles. The High Priestess. The 7 of Wands. The 9 of Cups. The 10 of Swords. Okay, so I remember I'm being reminded of the last reading we did where, yeah, definitely meet it or beat it. But there is somebody else that's going to be coming towards you between now and the end of the year. And yeah, no, I know who the fuck I am. Yeah. Right. Like, no, you know who you are. You know what you're worth. You know what I'm saying? But to me, this is giving the energy of match that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already the 9 of Cups. So whoever, okay, first of all, this is giving this person trying to block you a little bit. But what this is telling me is you, damn, Spirit, is that true? I think it's more so a warning. Don't allow your past experiences to keep you from experiencing what it is that you know you deserve. And I say that because it's giving the energy of, with the 7 of Pentacles, the World card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 10 of Cups. To me, it feels like there's, because you have everything, and the 9 of Cups can be representative of being, you know, indulgence and stuff like that too. Don't forget to utilize your intuition when you're vetting people too. So, of course, you have your own happiness. You have your own joy. You have your own money. You have your own woot and scootin' boots. You know what I'm saying? But just because someone doesn't appear to have the same things you have, or, you know, vet them by their, you know how people say, instead of being like, oh, I want a provider, find a man that's generous. You know, make sure that they have the qualities of what it is you do. Now, I'm not saying date outside your tax bracket. I will never, you know, we're not babysitting either, you know. But what this is giving me is like, if you're not aware, you know, if you're not aware of the things and the limitations that you place for yourself, because here's the thing, and this is what I'm learning, all of our beliefs put us in a box, and they're either here to limit you or they're here to push you towards your desired reality. What are you telling yourself that could possibly limit you from finding love the way you desire to be treated and the way you desire, you know, like the way you actually truly desire for it to be. So, to me, that's what it is. Just be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Because it's about the energy. It's about who that person is at their core and how they desire to treat you. Can I get the energy of this new person? What's the energy of this new person, Spirit? 2 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the Strength card. This person might be a little bit intimidated by you, but at the same time, they're more than willing and ready to do the work behind you. Don't be so angry at the dumb. Yeah. That too. But also, like, Spirit, this feels like 2 different energies. I got nervous for a second. I was like, Spirit, you're not saying that this old person is getting ready to become this new person, is it? Because it's giving not my problem. It's giving meet me at the top. You know what I'm saying? But to me, based on the energy of this new person, is like they're willing and ready to love you. This, to me, this is giving the energy of court. Like, of course, the Lover's card, you know, is alignment and this, that, and the third. But to me, this is a different level of gentleness when I see this version of the 2 of Cups, because it's like, it says for better. It doesn't say that, but in my head, it says for better or for worse. On the inside, you have the summertime, but on the outside, you got the cold too. Like, I'm ready to go through this with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is? What is it? What is it? It's the energy. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go through this with you. Through the rain, through the storm, through the sunshine, through the snow. And they're determined that whatever this work is, that they're willing to do it. Until you know what it is. Do you have any questions? I feel like I just sat up here and told you everything that you know. I don't like it. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. That's a little jammy jam. It's a good reminder. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely a good reminder. Did you have any questions? I don't know if I asked you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So your energy is yours, cleansed, charged, and whole. Yeah, dinner time. Dinner time. Well, you guys have a good night. Get you some good eating. Getting you some good eats. I have a few more readings open. If anybody would like to book a reading, just book for tomorrow and I can get you in. If not, excuse me, I'll probably be heading out as well. Again, for those who were not here earlier, I am doing a money release and realign workshop on the 26th of this month. And what this class is going to do, we are going to declare, decree, and command our finances and our abundance that is owed to us divinely be released to us. We're going to do a meditation to connect us with the with our declarations, and then we're going to go into some shadow work and some affirmations. So yay, do it, do it, do it. We're going to get into some shadow work and some affirmations to ensure the alignment. I'm going to utilize that as above, so below essence to align and connect us with our higher selves and our physical selves. Okay, so that is going to be what happens in the expectation for this workshop. It is $55, but like I said, it's going beyond my biggest concern with the chakra clearings and stuff like that. Of course, the energy is there, the energy works, you feel it, X, Y, and Z, but I've always wanted to find a way to help to ground what we've done spiritually. So this is a way to be able to connect the spiritual, the work that's being done in the spiritual, and root it into the physical. I'm really thinking about getting that deck I sent you. You should. You should. Some of the dark deck, the shadow deck. I like it. It was nice. From Modern Hippies. I liked it. It was nice. So yeah, that is a thing. I do know that Mama did a money ritual, and her money rituals hit. I'm not even gonna cap to you. Like it hits, and it usually hits within days. So if for some strange reason you find that it didn't work or whatever the case is, let's realign you with your abundance. Okay, let's get rid of those self-limiting beliefs that say that, oh, the money's not going to find me, it can't do, you know, X, Y, and Z, the amount of money that I actually desire is not coming, blah 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 blah. Nah, let's get some momentum going. Okay, sometimes money don't get to you because the universe can't find you. What are you doing to align yourself with what it is that you say you want? How's the universe going to find you if you're not in the right line? If your last name is small and you're in the last name O line, you're in the wrong place. Okay? Write that down. Exactly. What are you doing for the universe to see you and acknowledge you? You're in the wrong line, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Okay? So, that's where we're at, and that's what we're doing in that workshop. So the workshop, the live workshop is $55. I am going to post it and turn it into how is the universe going to find you if you're in the wrong line. No, for real. Let me screenshot that. No, for real. I can't even screenshot it. Boo. Oh, boo. Like, why is it doing that? Y'all know I love me a good screenshot. I don't know why it's not working. Whatever. It's a hater. Oh my gosh, it's really not doing it for real. Y'all see how many times I done did this? Okay, well, you know what? It's not. Oh. It finally did it. I was like, you know what? You see how it didn't work until I released and surrendered to the universe? That's a bar right there down. Okay? The universe is over here teaching all types of lessons. Tell me I got you. Thank you very much. Cause what is happening? What is happening? Boom. I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation, but Miss Reyes, is it Keila Reyes or is it Kayla Reyes? Because I feel like I'll mess around and say the wrong thing. Ugh. Kayla, okay, all right. I thought so, but I just, my memory sometimes. I release and surrender to the universe and things happen the way it's supposed to. Boom. Write that down. We've been doing what's spelled in a special way. Yeah. We've been doing affirmations all day, Fluffy. Like we really have. And it's really been a juicy experience, to say the least. All types of bars. You were spot on. Good. Let's see here. What's on? Okay. Friend doing some avoiding. Well, let's check that out, shall we? Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, source of all that is. Let's cleanse and clear the energy out right now. Thank you so much. And divine guides, guardians, and ancestors that wish to see. Well, you know what? Let's tap into Lori's energy. Let's tap into Lori's energy. Very interesting. I got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that was a omen. Hold on. It was. Okay, it's something about something not being as it seems. I wouldn't necessarily call it a facade, but you've ever seen that that image of that picture where there's a person that's in a hole, and then the person at the top is like reaching down to them like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I can't help you and I can't reach you, but there's a ladder sitting right beside them. It's like they probably could have did more, but they chose not to, type energy. That, oh, when I say omen, I meant like the way the deck was shuffling just now. It looked so smooth. It was like, yeah, let's go, this is nice. And then when I tried to pull them all together, they were still separate. So they gave the illusion that they were going to do what they were supposed to do, or the illusion to do what it says, and didn't. It looked like it was going to, follow its commitment, but it didn't, or changed his mind at the last minute. So that's what that is for me. So give me Lori's energy. Matter of fact, let's see. Give me her current energy. Give me Lori's current energy. What is her current energy right now in regards to Kayla? What is her current energy in regards to Kayla? What is her current energy in regards to Kayla? Did you ever get the energy that Kayla might have felt like she was better than you? Because the Queen of Pentacles came out first. And the Queen of Pentacles, you know, she's the one that she's got money. She's taking care of herself. She looks good. She smells good. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, she can be very diplomatic in the sense of, you know, like, this is what I need to do in order to get this result. So I'm going to do it. So their cutoff game is like immaculate as well, because it's like at the end of the day, I'm standing on business type energy. And then I've got the Judgment card. The Five of Pentacles, you know, so being left out in the cold, being left behind. The Judgment card to me represents a determination. And then we've got the Strength card. The Strength card is also the Leo. And we already know Leos are egotistical, but then it was followed by the King of Wands. And you know, the King of Wands can be very flashy. It can be very look at me, very, you know what I'm saying, towards the end before we stop talking. Yeah. It's something about her energy where she's just like, she feels like she's outgrown the relationship for whatever reason. I'm not even gonna lie. It kind of feels like maybe, I don't even want to say it, but it feels like, because it's 6 pentacles here. Technically, the Queen of Pentacles and then the 5 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. And seeing as how it's not together, it feels like she might have used you for whatever it was she needed to use from you and then dipped. But give me... Were these her intentions, Spirit? Or were these her legitimate intentions? Or did it just come out like that? Because sometimes people do things and they weren't supposed to. They, you know. Was this intentional? Give me a yes or no. Was this intentional? Shit. 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Magician card. Yeah. She got everything that she needed to get out of you and dipped. The 10 of Swords is the end of a cycle. And again, it is usually about somebody getting stabbed in the back, right? And then we've got the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is working towards something or building together in order to get a certain place. The 4 of Wands to me is representative not only of you know, celebration, marriage, and those types of things, but it also represents a new foundation. So once she got on her feet to get to wherever it was that she was going, and she able to get, you know, to do what she needed to do, she was out. She was out of there. Which is funny because it feels like she mimicked me or who she thinks I was. Yeah. Yeah, and that might be what this Magician card represents, like trying to show up and be something that she actually isn't. But it looks like, you know, it looks like what does Justin Bieber say? I've seen what I needed to see and then dipped. Very intentional. Why would she use her? The Knight of Wands and the 8 of Wands. That's 9 wands. So there was some information that you had. There was some information that you had. There was some resources that you had. There was some passion. It was almost like I'm hearing the song Wind Beneath My Wings. Even if you didn't have information that she had, you were so encouraging and you were so loving and you were so, you know, you poured into her so well that it made her feel like she could do anything. And what's crazy is these are still in opposing directions. So it's like, oh, well, when you turn it to you, it's that way, but it shows up this way on my screen. But got the Knight of Wands going this way and the 8 of Wands going that way. So it's like y'all were both going in different directions anyway. The 8 of Wands is communication. The Knight of Wands is, you know, a spark of inspiration, going after what it is that you desire, moving quickly with passion. And it's just like once she figured out where it is that she was going, once you spoke life into her and, you know, did all these things, yeah, 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. She was done. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, she got what she need. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune, and then the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Once she got what she felt like she needed from you, she dipped, and it feels very intentional. The Eight of Wands is very intentional. It's fast, it's direct, it's communication, it's a speedy delivery. And the Knight of Wands is also the same type of energy. Lori's not a very good friend. Lori's not a very good friend at all. And I don't know, why did she send me the weird podcast thing after wanting to hang out? Why did she send you the weird podcast thing? Let's see. I'll leave that out. Someone's telling me to leave that out. Spirit, what was the podcast thing about? Why did she do that? Why did she send her the podcast thing? Knight of Pentacles. Yes or no? Yes or no? Fuck. I'm sorry, I want to fight. So it was a form of I want to call it, say, I can't find another word. I'm trying to find something to soften the blow, but this reading is so fucking harsh. It was a form of mockery. So if you look, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Pentacles is very calculated. Slow and steady wins the race type energy. You know what I'm saying? Very intentional. But if you look around, this Knight of Pentacles, this is a carousel. You're going nowhere fast. So they're looking at this man like, why you so dressed up and look like X, Y, and Z? Like, you do know this shit ain't for real, right? Like, you doing all of this and for fucking what? Like, it's the energy. It's literally the energy of mocking. So I'm not sure what it was that she sent you, but it was kind of, I'm hearing like nanny boo boo, but not quite that. It's something. It was a mockery of some sort. No, you're not stressing me out. I can guarantee you it's not you. Low key, that's how it felt, but you ignored it. I thought she was gaslighting. Well, yeah, same thing. Same thing. Definitely gaslighting. That's exactly what she was trying to do. She was trying to get you a reaction. She was trying to mock you. She was trying to play in your face. And I said, yes or no, is she trying to play in her face? And I got the Two of Cups. That's a yes if I ever seen one. She is not a good friend. She is not a good friend. She's not a good friend to you. She feels nasty. She feels like there's something about you. So, oh God, the energy of this feels like my son. My son has a very pure heart, right? Super pure heart. And I have to talk to him about, friends. He meets somebody, for 30 seconds and now all of a sudden this is his friend. And I'm like, buddy, this is not your friend. You don't know them. There are actually people in the world that will pretend to be nice to you for 3 minutes just to get something from you. They wanted your pencil. They asked you for X, Y, and Z, and they know they couldn't just come out and ask you. So then they pretended to be your friend, and then they stole your shit, or they asked you, and then you gave it to them, and now you come home, I'm asking you where your PlayStation is, or whatever it is. Oh, I gave it to my friend Billy. Who the fuck is Billy? This is the first time I've ever heard you mention Billy. Oh, this is my friend that I met yesterday, and now I just gave them my social security number. Like, it's that type of energy. It's like you have the purest, softest heart. And because they can't break you, it's like watching a kid play with a toy. It's like the podcast was how to have healthy relationships as she is avoiding as hell. Energy vampire. Yes. It's that, like, I literally saw Sid from fucking Toy Story. Sid from Toy Story. That is her energy. Them toys ain't did nothing to Sid, but this tying them to a rocket ship and blowing them up. Like, it's that type of energy. It's a child with a stick poking at a bug, or using a magnifying glass and trying to burn the bug on the concrete with the sun. Like, that's her energy. I'm not even being funny. She's literally just poking you. And because you're so kind and sweet and you want to think the best of this person, I don't know if she's pretty. I don't know if she said something really nice to you 5 years ago and you just held on to it. I don't know what it is, but she is not a nice person. She's a fucking menace. She's a fucking menace. Gotta be. My throat started hurting just now. Like, all of a sudden. And it feels scratchy. It don't even feel dry. It feels like nails. I'm good though. I release her energy, spirit. She is not a nice person. Like, allergies, like, it feels scratchy. It feels raw. It feels like, you ever like was running outside and fell and scrape your knee? It just feels open. It feels open and raw, like your skin peeling a little bit, like open and raw. We were good friends once upon a time ago. I don't know what changed her, honestly. You know what? Let's ask that question. Spirit, what changed? What changed in Lori? I don't know. I feel like something happened with her life and it turned her dark. Like, it literally looks like a transformation, and her eyes got really big and vampire-y, like really big and red. Like, I don't know. I don't know if she grew up and figured out life wasn't as kind as, it's supposed to, but she became this nasty individual. I feel like maybe I think somebody did her the way she's doing you right now. And the fact that she can't break you the way that somebody else broke her is fascinating to her. It's like there's a part of her that is jealous of you and want to be like you because you can't be broken, because your spirit is so kind and innocent and pure. But at the same time, she's just like, she's intrigued, but like, you know what I'm saying? Right. I think his family and her friends did that to her also. Could be. See, once again, my deck is doing that thing where it wants to pretend to be in alignment. It's a facade. It's a mask. It's a facade. It's a mask. See, it's doing it again. Thank you, Spirit, for the alignment. What changed with Lori to make her this way, Spirit? What changed with Lori to make her this way? What made Lori this way, Spirit? Judgment. Somebody did her the way she is doing you. Whatever it is that she's feeling and experiences is her own fucking karma. I got the 4 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, she's hurt. She's hurt. Clarify this 4 of Cups in reverse, Spirit. Clarify this 4 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, wait a minute. The sun... I can see clearly now the rain is going and so the fuck are you. Like, that's the type of energy that needs to happen. Like, there was some type of revelation. There was something that was said or done to her that, again, the same shit. She's fascinated by you. Your light is so freaking bright. She can't break you. You know these things. But at the same time, you got to be careful with that too, because the more you swallow your experiences with her, the more you're telling yourself that you're a liar. Now your body and your intuition is starting not to be in alignment. That's going to start fucking with you. Because imagine your body, your intuition. You have 3 brains: your brain, your heart, and your gut. Imagine you not listening to one of your 3 brains that's telling you getting fucked over and somebody is playing in your face and you're ignoring it. You're training yourself and your intuition not to trust you. So you got to be careful with that. It's going to be a long karma cycle for her because she won't stop. because she hasn't figured it out. Not little old me. Yeah. She's hurt, so she's not thinking straight. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it is, because she's hurt. Hurt people. But because this hurt person is not hurting someone, it's, oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. It's being related to like a situation. Anyway, you going back to the collective message that we were talking about with, actually being in legitimate relationships, you being so kind and patient and empathetic with a person and giving them this time and the space to grow, they look at you like you're actually weak. And because they think you're weak, they're playing in your face to see how far you can go until you break, or until you separate, or until you lose it. You're not you're not that sweet, kind person that you say you are. Let me see what that looks like. Let me poke the bear and see what happens. Like, it's that type of energy, because they have been done wrong so bad and for so long, that when they actually, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way this person is really this genuine. There's no way this person is just that nice. There's no way. She's trying to break you. Yeah, you gotta be careful, at least with this one, because she's trying to break you. And in a very passive way. Because what are the main things that manipulators do? They take away their time and they manipulate your emotions. So she's gonna separate herself from you, right? And now you're wondering what she's doing, where's she going, why is she doing that? And then out of the blue, she's having, she sent you, something that teased you a little bit. I don't even know the circumstances around why she left. Oh, unless this is the same person from the other reading we did. So weird circumstances behind, leaving. It's a form of manipulating and gaslighting. And then it's so subtle. And this is something that I had to learn within the last 2 years. And I learned this through communication with men. Whether a man is jumping up and down in your face and screaming at you, or on the other side, being very quiet, being dismissive, ignoring your needs, gaslighting and separating themselves from you, and leveraging their attention, breadcrumbing. Thank you, Spirit. And breadcrumbing, they're still playing in your face. It's just different versions of playing in your face. Just because somebody's not screaming at you doesn't mean that they care about you still. LOL, unfortunately, I don't have the patience. Yeah. My cutoff finger is stronger than... Yeah, trust your intuition and discernment. Yeah. However, there are a few people thrown away. Yeah. I don't like her. Yeah, I don't like her. But that's a lesson that I had to learn, because, people will know exactly what they're doing. And then they will say, no, I didn't mean that. I can't believe, I'm just struggling right now. And then, my grandma died in 1992 and I ain't been right since. And and woody woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, how should I approach that weird podcast comment? I personally think that you should approach the whole situation with a middle finger. I think you should approach yourself. I think you should approach the block button. That's what I think. Not the grandma. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not easy, but I I don't like this person. And I get it, because sometimes when things don't break off in like this violent manner, or things feel left unsaid or open or airy, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Like it feels like it's incomplete. It feels like, but it's okay. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the live, but one of the things that I said was 2 things you can ask yourself in any relationship. Number 1, am I happy here? Number 2, am I getting what I desire out of this relationship? If those 2 things are no, then what else is there? You're not happy. They're playing in your face. They're breadcrumbing their attention from you. It's not a worthwhile relationship anymore. They're not kind, especially if you are not getting you out of that person. And sometimes we have to be careful, of expecting ourselves out of other people. But that's what boundaries are for. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure that we're not pouring into people who are not willing to pour into us. And if you pour into somebody else with money and they don't have money, they're not going to pour into you with money. They might pour into you with time. They might pour into you with commitment. They might pour into you with loyalty. They might not be able to repay that $1,000 you sent back, but when you're sad, they come over with a bottle and some popcorn to watch some movies. You get what I'm saying? They show up. Oh, I ain't even gonna cap. I don't know. I done pulled them cards up. I done shuffled. I have no idea what card which card you're speaking to or speaking of. I do not even remember. What was the card meaning that pulled aside that you mentioned? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember which one. What did it look like? Oh, was it the Knight of Pentacles? It might have been the Knight of Pentacles. But keep in mind, the deck that I have is called the Unveiled Tarot. So what I love about this deck is it's like it has the regular meaning, but then it has the undercover meaning too. So for example, this is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she's sitting on her throne. She looks beautiful. She has her sword up and she's setting boundaries. You get what I'm saying? She's 1000% setting boundaries. She's sure about what it is that she wants, but deep down, sometimes there's a sorrow when you set boundaries. You get what I'm saying? That sometimes when you set boundaries, it leads to an ending of things and you're not necessarily thrilled about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's this particular deck has like double meanings to it. Yeah, that's my favorite card to talk about, because sometimes self-love looks like leaving your hose. You had to cut off your best eater. Like that's what this says to me. There were cards you put to the side because you were going to come back to it. Oh no, I navigated all of those cards already. I did. I already told you what all of those cards were. It's just that I thought that when I did these other cards, I would have to refer back to them, but I didn't. So yeah, you've seen all the cards. You've seen all the cards. Hey, Ginger, did I actually speak to you? I don't remember. Did I actually say hello? I don't know. Well, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. No, hi, honey. Hello. Yeah, let your boundaries be stronger than your heart. Yeah. Yeah, you got this. Your heart, man. Your heart is so sweet. Your heart, your energy feels like a marshmallow right now. Like you're just so soft and gooey. And it's so precious. It's giving the energy of a baby with a marshmallow. You ever see a baby with a marshmallow and it's like bigger than their mouth? And they're like, babies can't even really hold their hands. Really, it's pure innocence. It's absolutely fucking adorable. And I don't know if this is just your energy towards this person because they have a soft spot in your heart, but like your energy just feels so pure right now. And I'm just like, you want me to find her? Like, you want me to? I can't ask spirit to leave a dead squirrel on her doorstep. I don't want it to mean nothing. Like, I don't want to curse her or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. But, you know, I just want her to be inconvenienced. I want her to have to pick it up and throw it off the porch. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. That's it. You feel me? Like, that's it. I don't want nothing crazy. I just want her to, you know, walk outside and be like, ew. Like, that's all. I just want her to be inconvenienced. Can you leave something to my ex, too? Oh, for real. I mean, she have the healing she is indebted to have. Now, that's something that's going to fuck somebody up. A dead scorpion. See, you know, I ain't trying to scare nobody. I want it to be ambiguous. You know what I'm saying? What to be ambiguous. Yeah, squirrels. Put squirrels in the chat. Squirrels in the chat. Yeah, just a dead squirrel. The rigor mortis. You know what I'm saying? Oh, too heavy. The scorpion. Yee! The kissing bug that carries parasites. Not the parasites. Listen, I had to explain to my son what West Nile was today. I was like, yeah, it's something that comes through mosquitoes. Mosquitoes? Meanwhile, we was outside all weekend long getting bit up. So that was funny. Yeah. I had to explain what West Nile was. So that was funny. She is in need of a mentor. Yeah. Like I said, I'm releasing. Where's Priscilla? Good Lord. I wish she was here, because she was the only person that happened to come in on that live. So I did a live lecture on self-love, how to walk back your triggers, how to how to navigate relationships based on the healed version that you're desiring to be, and not your old filters and all of those different things. I'm going to put that out within the week. It's already done. I'm just trying to come up with some shadow work prompts and stuff to go along with it to ensure that you guys get all the bang for your buck. Did you see what I left? When? I was in that live. You was in that live too? Yay! Scroll up. Oh, okay. Hold on. Scroll up. She probably scared him though. Oh, shoot. I left a healing jar with the roses he bought me. You know what? I like that. That's classy. That's classy. That's classy and smooth. Because here's the thing. They never know what it is. Like, I just, my greatest, like, desire and my greatest fear is, for somebody to be talking shit to me in the grocery store, and then I go hum dala hum dala hum, you know what I'm saying, and I scare them for no reason. But then what if they like actually come back to me and start speaking in Latin? Like, what did I just start? Like, now all of a sudden, whoa, lady, whoa. Like, I don't. I be wanting to play them games, but I don't play them games. No, for real. I be wanting to do it, but then I realize there are real life consequences. Nah, I'm good. I be wanting to, though. I do. I'm a menace to men. I can't say what I want to say on a public platform, but I am a firm believer that it is about that time for, women to stand on business. I think that it's about that time for women to change the pace of things, because for every 3 women that choose to stand on self-worth and self-love, there's 12 women that are scraping the crumbs from the bottom of the barrel from a man who don't clip their toenails. You know what I'm saying? And so it's, I just feel like, ooh, come on, gold foil. Maybe I should get a book of spells to practice. I'm here for it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of here for it. Yes, I like gold foil. I be coloring the. Can I book another reading? Yeah. Why not? Yeah, I tell them clip or buy. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like there's women out here that want to be chose so bad that they will deal with those whose balls stick to the side of their leg and have a smell. Like, I just, no shade, but it's a lot going on in the world, you know. It's a lot going on in the world, and I'm okay with being single. I'm okay with being single. You know what I mean? When you know yourself and you actually strive to go places and do things, like, you are not afraid to be alone until quality comes. Like, it's giving. I'm probably not as bad as Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt was like, you know what? I'm here. I don't want to change. Whoever I meet will, I'm just here to share and exchange energy with them, X, Y, and Z. I believe that, whoever my partner is, we have to have the understanding that we're not here to control one another. We are here to experience one another. We are here. Like, I believe friendship should be at the root of all relationships. If y'all have never heard anything from me, 3 main components of a relationship, coming from a person who, a divorcee of 10 years, right? There's love, but love itself is fleeting. The emotion of love is fleeting. Love is an action word where you get your friendship. Now, friendship to me is the most fucking important. Why is friendship the most important? Because love goes up and down. Sometimes when you don't like a person and they make you not like them enough, you're like, you know what? I might love you. I don't like you right now, but sometimes, every cell in your body changes every 7 years. So by year 7 of your relationship, you're not going to be the same. You're going to have to get to know and re-love this new version of a person over again. So that's why, there's ebbs and flows as people grow, whatever, right? Cool. Friendships. Your friendships are usually the relationships where both of you choose to be with one another, deal with one another, have experiences with one another, spend time with one another with no strings attached. Like, I choose to hang out with you because you're freaking awesome for whatever reason. You understand me, even though, I might not love you, but there's a certain level of loyalty you have to your friends. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you lose and something happens and you break the loyalty in your friendship, the only thing you have left is sex. If you have a terrible fucking sex life and you can't, sex is meant to be the glue of the relationship. Because if they can at least stick you down right, or, whatever you choose to commune with, if they cannot make you quiver the right way, your relationship is good as gone. Because not only did you break my loves, because what happens? Like, what did you do for this to be gone? For me to choose or to feel like I can't love you anymore? And then for you to break my loyalty? Like, dang, I know we wasn't cool, but at the same time, I thought you still, like, that friend love, that loyalty, that my ride or die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was upset with my husband, I knew we got it out the mud together. So there was still a level of respect. You know what I mean? Did it break down eventually? Absolutely. Hey, okay, bye. Good night. Did it break down eventually? Absolutely. But, that carried us for a while. Like, oh no, we got it out the mud. Even though we done did some weird things, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that if I had to go through the trenches with somebody, you know, maybe they had my back. Then when they prove that they don't have your back like they think you do, and this is why, to me, my own theology, that whole waiting until marriage thing, trash. Because if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't push the buttons, if you can't figure out the stress of it all, I need you to be able. I don't want to be hypnotized. I don't want to be hypnotized from the hip. But I'm gonna need you to be able to reset that button in the bike if we're gonna be together. I'm gonna need you to be, when things ain't working out, I need you to be able to hit that reset button so I don't snap. You know what? Maybe it's not all bad. I need for my wig, I need for my lace to come up. You married the wrong person. Happened to my sister. I did. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But at the same time, I am in a space of maturity now where I realized that we didn't understand what we were getting ourselves into. So we were, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't have the energy or the equipment to evolve. It was a lot of bad stuff that happened at the beginning of everything, where it was a lot. It was a mess. It was a mess. Okay. So I know and understand. Oh, hey, I see it. So I understand that, you know, my ex-husband, what for me, and I'm sure he would tell you something different as to why, you know, he was cool with, you know, leaving me behind as well. But for me, it was like he loved me so much that he would crush me to keep me. And I didn't realize it because I was so loving and so trusting. And then, you know, being utilizing the Bible for, you know, my blueprint of what a wife should be doing, and being submissive, and the love doesn't count faults and wrongs and blah, 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 blah. When you don't count faults and wrongs, that's how you end up looking like Boo Boo the motherfucking fool. Like, certain things shouldn't look like certain things. You feel me? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. And there is a level of, you know, intuition, respect, and, you know, all these things. When you have a pure relationship, like, that makes sense. But in my particular case, I had turned a blind eye so much and so long that it was like I snapped out of a trance. And when I snapped out of the trance, it was like I have to burn this whole motherfucker down or else I'm coming back. So, yeah, there's that. Let me put this charger in my phone. But yeah, there was a lot of codependency, and in the wrong way. When it came into my marriage, there was a lot of things that we let slide and slip that should not have slid or slide. It was a lot. It was a lot, but it's all good. It's all goody. It's all goody. Let me see here. Let's see. Yeah. I'm doing. I remember that live. So we're going to get some third eye. Hold on, wait. Okay, so question. So did you want to do your third eye or your heart chakra? Which one did you want to do? Or do you want me to ask spirit which one would be more beneficial? I'm actually hearing your third eye because I feel like it would make some things clearer for you. I'm actually not going to lie to you. Based on what? Based on the conversation we just had with the last reading, I would almost recommend you Because me personally, what I would want to do is I would want to get to your root chakra to reset your foundation of what safety and security looks like, especially in relationships. I would want to go into your third eye to make sure that you're seeing things clearly. And then I would want to go into your heart chakra, because sometimes betrayal is not just betrayal from other people, it's betrayal of self. You get what I'm saying? You feeling third chakra as well? Yeah. So to me, I would do those three. Yeah, that would be my recommendation. To those would be the three that I would suggest, but let's do the third. Yes, that's how betrayal feels. Yeah. Yeah. Let me ground myself real quick, like. Yeah. I don't know why, but I am being guided to use the uncrossing oil from Mama. I'll come back, babe. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Whenever you're ready. What I would recommend, if you get a full chakra cleanse, use code HEAL45, and it'll be $61, and you'll be able to get, if I'm not mistaken, it's a full healing for $61. Check the math when you get there, but HEAL45, all caps, HEAL 45, should be $61. If it's not that one, it would be the 30-minute one. So either way, you'll be able to get all of those and a touch up of your third eye if you want, or I'm being told your solar plexus. We could do your root, your solar plexus, and your heart chakra in a full clearing. Because your solar plexus is your willpower. It's that get up and go about you. It's the energy that fuels your boundaries. It's your personal power. So yes, I would say use I need work. Yeah. And if we're gonna be fucking for real, we all need work. I still need work. Okay, so don't feel bad, because it's the same thing with me. Like, I can identify what people pleasing looks like, because I was a recovering people pleaser too. I know what it looks like and it feels like to ignore my intuition, because sometimes it's so, people don't talk about this, but it's so much easier to ignore your intuition, because once you actually realize what the fuck going on, you got to do something about it. You have to. Ignorance is bliss. It really is. It really is. And sometimes you don't want to see that it's being done to you from the people that you care about. So I get it. It's so much easier to just ignore this shit and hope it goes away. Yeah. I'm a recovering crash out. I mean, to me, people pleasing and crashing out is two ends of the same spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Instead of when you feel pressured, you tend to want to align more with conforming, so that you don't feel the pressure, or so that people don't acknowledge you, or you tend to be hidden because you're going along with the crowd. Does that make sense? And then the crash out is like, oh, you're addressing me, you want to bring me out, now you got to see what's going on over here, because I tried to tell you to leave me alone, now you gonna get, like, that's how I see crashing out. It's the root of it is the same thing. You just made a different choice. Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Yeah, it's just a different choice. All right. All right, Kayla. Divine guides, guardians, and ancestors wish to see me with the highest path from greatest good. Go ahead and cleanse and clear this space. I know it's already clean, but just, thank you so much. I release all energies, entities, and deities, hexes, curses, low vibrational energies, and anything else of the like, and return it back to sender at this time. May all evil eyes go blind and monitoring spirits go deaf. Please guide, guard, and protect this reading and this clearing of Kayla's third eye. Thank you so much. I think they want me to light another candle because I keep looking at that candle like something is, but it hasn't gone out yet. So give me 1 second. They just want me to do this real quick. 1 second. Because it's probably going to go out mid-reading. So I think that's what they're trying to do. Boomtastic. Okay. Oh, sorry. I saw it said that my live was unstable. All right, here we go. Whew. All right. Divine guides, guardians, and ancestors wish to see Kayla walk the highest path for her greatest good. I welcome you in at this time, and only those guides that wish to see her walk the highest path for her greatest good, who hear and would love to see her walk her greatest path in health, wealth, and abundance, along with the expansion of her spirituality, her clarity, her love life, and her spirituality. Those are the only guides and the only help that I am calling on at this time. All others must leave, or you will be devoured. Let me just double check real quick. Okay. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure I didn't feel this level of clarity like I usually do, but we good. Okay. All right. Let's bring in Kayla's energy. You came in like a marshmallow. It's cute. Like I said, your energy just feels so soft and innocent like a marshmallow. You're still a marshmallow. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of ground you here and clean off any energy of the day, and then we'll go into your third eye. Spirit. Okay. All right. This part of your throat chakra is swollen. It's like a frog. It's like a frog throat. Are you struggling to like communicate your levels of like, I want to say levels of awareness? I don't know where that comes from, but do you not speak your mind, or do you not feel like you're being heard or listened to, or I don't know, but whatever's going on, this is like really big, like a frog, like you're holding everything in your throat, like it's heavy. Does it make it, yeah, does it make you anxious to speak up? It's like everything, she's holding everything in her throat right here. Reminds me of the reading, remember the nails in your throat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Huh. I didn't even make that connection. That does actually draw a good parallel, because like I said, she's it's almost like she's poking you, wanting to see when you're gonna pop, like say something, speak up, react, like it's that type of energy. So that's interesting. You're just like, I'll keep it to myself. I see what you're trying to do, but this is a little weird. I'm just gonna ignore it. Like it's like every time you ignore it, it's just stuck in your throat. That's interesting. I just burped. Okay. Third eye, spirit. Third eye. Third eye. Third eye. Your third eye is just, it looks like outdated equipment. It's I heard it's an antique. It's oh shit. Do you have a level of pride in like yes, it used to be so spot on. Do you have this level of pride of keeping like this an innocent demeanor? It's almost like toxic positivity. It's like your third eye, like it's almost like you're proud of it being old and outdated. And you know, there's a time and a place for everything, but the world is just a little bit different from when you grew up, or a little bit different than what, you know, we were taught in the fairy tale movies and, you know, these types of things. So it's like, oh yeah, no, I don't, it's the energy of hey, do you ever, you know, use your X, Y, and Z? Oh no, I never use it. I'm saving it for a rainy day and da 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 da. And it's like, well, if you're gonna use it, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. Like it's gonna hurt you in the long run. If you don't, you might as well enjoy it while you can, because if you try to save it for this special thing or this occasion or da 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 da, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you're not gonna be like, yeah, that's why I try to be overly positive. Yeah, yeah. So there's a way, this is why transmutation is so important, because in transmutation of energy and in focusing on the things you desire to see for yourself, there is still a level of acceptance. There's a level of understanding. There's a level of acceptance, and still choosing to be positive based on all of the information that is given. But when things are piling up at your door and you're like, everything is fine, and somebody is doing this to you, no, everything is fine. Like that's the energy that is given. Like it's not healthy at some point. Like, and it's the energy of, just because this person likes peace does not mean that they're not skilled in war. Like there's a level of defense, there's a level of speaking up, there's a level of boundaries that you're going to need to work on over these next few days. Reminds me of the dog meme in the house. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Like, oh no, this is an antique. I could never touch it. I don't use it. Like your third eye looks brand new from like the 1870s. It looked like a monocular or something from the 1870s. And it's like, bro, you know, we're using laser technology now, right? Like that's, yeah, this is fine. Like, yeah, no, that's what's happening right now. So I'm going to ask your energy if you're okay with getting an upgrade. Are you okay with getting an upgrade? Yeah. I'll go easy, I promise. Okay. So what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to give you your binocular in your hands. So you can hold on to it, because your energy really doesn't want to lose that positivity. So for some strange reason, having that outlook feels like positivity to you. And I want your energy to know and understand we're not removing positivity. We're just upgrading your systems to be able to handle what comes your way. Because imagine just being able to see something and then your third eye being able to pierce through the bullshit. So now you're not wasting so much time. You know what I mean? You're not wasting so much time trying to fight what's going on around you because you can see right through it. So now you're dismissing it from a place of I know exactly what you're doing and I don't give a fuck, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Versus everything's fine, why are you doing that? Ooh, I don't want to address it. It's like now it's fuck you and I'm gonna keep going. And you know, and again, you don't have to be mean about it. You know, it's just I know, I'm aware, and I'm gonna still choose to be awesome. Like that's types of energy. Yeah, it's like a positive filter that makes things yeah, because sometimes things are not. Some things are just not. They're not, and we just have to address it as such, you know. And you can still make the choice to be positive, but when you try to deny the negative, like it doesn't exist, that's where false narratives and build up start to happen. So let's be gentle. Integrate this healing all up and through the body, please. Recalibrate based on her new vision. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Okay. You just had to get that up off you. Okay. Spirit, cleanse. Cleanse and integrate the healing, please. That feeling in my throat is still there. Girl, so I installed your new third eye. So your new third eye, just so you know, it has a dimmer, right? So what that allows for you to do, if too many things are coming in too fast and too hard, you can like internally visualize yourself dim. Because some people, like, you know, they come out and they have the truth and they want to have it wide open, and now all of a sudden they're seeing ghosts and, you know, they're a part of the conspiracy theorist community and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? No, you just kind of want to see through the bullshit. So, you know, we got you on about like, you know, like a 3 or a 4, you know, so you can be able to see like a certain level of filter of being able to see. So whenever you know, want to get into like, you know, deepening your spirituality and seeing things from a different level and da 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 da, you know what I mean, you can go in and like adjust it higher or lower to wherever, you know, you feel more comfortable. But you have the technology to be able to see as far and as deep and as wide as you want to now, or, you know, pretend to that you don't see shit if you want to. I'm one of those people. I like to let those things be up to you because not everybody wants to see ghosts. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, so that's going to help to increase the communication between you and spirit, you spirit and your guides. You know, you might start to see angel numbers a little bit more, kind of how I did with the deck. And I was like, the way that shifted, that I think I needed to pay attention with that. So you're going to start paying attention to more things overall. So what happened was you came out of them. I said, okay, integrate the healing all up and through your body. So now you have true vision. Your third eye has now been calibrated and has been sent all the way through your body. So there are some things you've been seeing numbers a lot. See, you own it already. So your body is now, calibrating towards this true vision. And you went from a marshmallow to a big angry pickle and like I'm surprised because usually I see a big angry reptar or Godzilla or something like that, but you turned into a big angry pickle, and then you just took off running, and I was like, oh my god, are you okay? Like what, And the pickle ended up getting smaller and smaller and smaller as it ran until it turned into a baby ducky. So whatever it was that was going on in your body, it's like your body's like, I fucking knew it. Ah, and just needed to run and get it off of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so funny to me. No, for real. It just turned into a huge pickle and just took off running. I'm like, what is happening right now? But it got smaller and smaller and smaller until it turned into a baby ducky. And now it's tired and ready to go to sleep. So I'm gonna let it I'm gonna put it in a little nest and let it rest. But yeah, I don't know if that was your test run or what, but your positivity is still there, as you can see, like, but you just had to transmute that energy of the negative and everything that you've had, because now you can actually see that it's negative. You can actually address it as being negative, like internally. So I think that was it transmuting, like, we fucking knew it, and then you came back to sender. Yeah, I'm a gangster. Yeah, so that is that. Is there anything else, Spirit? Oh, I'm seeing stars, and then they're like spinning around. So that's we're good for this clearing. Things that you might experience: drink some water. To help transmute some of that energy out. I feel like you probably won't have too many symptoms. You might be a little tired because the ducky was running, but I don't think you're gonna have too many symptoms, because when you regulate, like I said, it's like your system recalibrated for you. So I don't know, as above, so below. So you might see some strange things, but I feel like it got transmuted. I feel like you're just going to feel tired. I feel like, yeah, definitely a water reminder for sure. I'll do this. Yeah, just to help purge you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, when I do these clearings, it's like old things die and new things come online. So you want to help your body get rid of that energy. You know what I'm saying? It's another third eye exercise. You want to know something that's really good for shocking your system? Taking a cold shower, a face plunge, or just splashing your face with water. That does it. Anything that helps to shock your system is really good for your third eye and your mind. Especially if you need to like change your mind on a whim. That is really good for that. I've done that before. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Sissy Pooh. It's like free coffee. Exactly. So that's really good for helping to switch your mind to do different things and to take your mind off of certain things, or to just jumpstart yourself and clear energy out at a fast pace. So that would be my recommendation. Do you have any more questions? We're not going to talk about it. Oh, I don't know if your comments are being filtered, but I was asking if you had any more questions. Oh, can I ask a question not based on the cleansing? Yeah, what's up? I wanted to ask if I will be... I can give a quick yes or no. Spirit, 3 cards. Three cards. Divine guides, guardians, and ancestors. I wish to see Kayla walk the highest path for her greatest good. 3 cards. Will the sonographer gig work out for her? Oh shit, I don't even need to grab no more cards. Oh yeah. First card to come out, the Magician. So absolutely. The Ace of Swords. I got the 10 of Swords, and then I got the Ace of Cups. It's going to work out if you want it to work out, is what I'm getting. But the issue is, make sure you don't psych yourself out of the situation. That's kind of what it's giving me. Like, there's a level of clarity. There's a level of betrayal and or stabbing in the back. But there's also a level of enjoyment and understanding of doing something new. So it's giving the energy to me, is saying like, yeah, absolutely, it might not be as easy as you think it is. Like, I can't remember quite what a sonographer is. Is that the person who types in court? Because what is the energy that it's kind of given is like, it's probably not going to be as easy as you think it is, but I think it's going to be something that you enjoy. Because it's really hard to get in. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, it's completely surrounded by positive cards. You got the Magician here, the Ace of Swords. The 10 of Swords is literally just saying like, it might be mentally, it's a person that shows a baby in the belly. Really? Where did I get that from? Like extra. Yeah, like I don't call it a sonogram. What do I call it? What do I call it when you I'm having a brain fart, but okay, yeah. When you're like, oh, we getting ready to go see the baby on the thing. Does it start with an O? I can't remember. I know, yeah, sonogram. I don't know. Anyway, child. Maybe a legal scriber. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the legal scriber, but when you see the baby on the monitor and, you know, see the baby on the belly and stuff like that. I don't know, for some strange reason I called it a different name. A sonograph on the baby? Like, what? Yeah, I don't know. I be making up stuff sometimes. Don't pay me no attention. Oh, I'm thinking of a stenographer. I think a stenographer is the person who be typing in court. Stenographer. Sonograph. Yeah, a sonograph. That, because I wanted to say that ST so bad and I was reading it the wrong way. Yeah, a sonograph for the baby. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, my brain is here. Yeah, I was thinking about the legal scriber, like the stenographer from court. I think that's the word. But yeah, no, you're 1000% good to go. Like I said, it's not gonna be easy, but you put in the diligence. Like it's there for you. It's all there for you. Like it's nothing but new beginnings with the Magician and the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of clarity and a lot of love in that situation too. Okay. Cool. So with that being said, I'm getting ready to go wash. I was getting ready to say go to bed, but no, I gotta wash, child. It is 12:43 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. And you know, it's about that time. You're welcome. You're welcome. I send all of your energy back to you, cleansed, charged, and whole. I send your guides back as well. Thank you so much for aiding in this reading. And as for my guides, let's clean this place up. Thank you so much. I will, like I said, I will post this live on YouTube. So once it does its thing, cheap. Once it does its thing and loads and all the other kind of stuff, it'll be on YouTube as well under the name Total Eclipse of the Heart. Thanks to Cass for giving us that that title So we'll do that. Don't forget about the money release class, the workshop that I'm doing on the 26th. And this is going to be good. This is going to be your training on how to align yourself with your health, wealth, abundance, and anything else you so choose in your life. Because once you get the blueprint down, there's literally nothing else for you to do. Unless you just want to see me for the sake of, you know, getting personalized, whatever. But if you can narrow this down for yourself, you're in there. So let's go ahead and create these 5 millionaires by the end of the year. Okay. I love y'all. And I'm happy to be here. Night, night. I'm heading to bed too, chill. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oogie, bye.